Don't hurt him, Hammer!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
What's up, men? How you doing out there? I'm chilling. Hold on a second. Get this fucking trash off of here. There you go. Get them hoes out of this bitch. What's going on, man? How y'all doing out there? Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find this. My channel. And it's not on my channel. Isn't that? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. All right. We're going to mute that bitch. That big old ugly beard grower. We're going to mute him, and I'm going to watch y'all's chat right there. Uh-oh. There it is. So when you see me right here looking over there, I'm looking at the monitor, and I'm following y'all's chat and shit. I know some of you are disappointed with that Ferrari flag. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, except it was from this age right here, when Ferrari did its best. Besides Fangio and a couple of others, the Schumacher era at Ferrari was why that flag is sitting there. Oh, man, I'm going to go back to the top here. We're going to start getting folks recognized, shouting out some of you badasses. What's going on, y'all? How you doing, man? I'm sorry that it's been a minute on the live. I'm sorry that this chair is begging for fucking mercy. Because it's begging. It's begging. But I'm not going to give it none. I'm going to do my thing here. Ogre MGTOW. Hammer. Be dropping some truth bombs lately and funny ones at that. I appreciate that, Ogre. Thank you very much. Alternative Positivity. Been appreciating that infield audio. Fascinating. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm going to call you CT. You know who you are. Takero. Hope I got that right. Darth Plagueis was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful, so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Come to me, young one. Fuck you, man. Coughing like you're chewing cigarette butts. Tommy Wizzo in the house. What's up, homeboy? Gentlemen, and welcome back. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Upgrade. That's a very interesting spelling. I like that. Yo, man. Yo. T Wizzo. Yes, all is impermanent. This world will take everything. Fuck yeah, it will. Absolutely. Of course it will. If you let it. I still got a lot of folks that are going through this kind of nonsense, trying to get things straight in their heads out there, man. You know, it takes a lot of resolve individually for a person to make up their mind that they're not going to get crushed by this shit out here. Now, I'm not saying that it can't happen to you and that it probably hasn't happened to you, but you got to make up your mind not to go that route. Fight it with everything that you can. Cyberzoni. Hello, Hammerhand and gents. What's up, Cyberzoni? How you doing out there, brother? Sigma Rodan. Good early evening, Hammerhand. Thank you. What's up, Rodan? Daniel Davis. Good evening, gentlemen. John Royer. About time. Been a while, drop that knowledge. I don't know if I'm dropping any knowledge, man. I'm just saying the things that are obvious. Common sense shit. You know how that goes. There's not enough of that out here in the world, is there? Not by far. Not by far. Common sense is being engineered out of existence. And you know, the more that you appeal to the morons, the more that you appeal to that low bar out there, the more they're going to take it. They kind of get you outnumbered real fast doing that shit, don't they? Of course they do. Jimmy James, yo, man. Yo. Matt Downer, what's up, Hammerhand? Nothing. Chilling with you right now. Polska Bob, Master Wrench in his house. I still can't. Trash box, that's all I got to say. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Well, I was listening to RPM's video, and he dropped that fucking saying. I was sitting in my car eating lunch, and I fell out. I almost choked. I know there's about 25 people shadowing this stream right now. It's like, why couldn't that motherfucker have just choked? Don't doubt that for 1 second. There's people wishing death on me right now. Derek Flesher, who needs Netflix when you got Hammerhand? Well, right on. And I don't promote pederasty. Disgusted motherfuckers. JM Cripps, all right. Glad to catch a live stream. Lag 16, gonna get a dram of Talisker? What's Talisker? 10, be right back. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to tell me what that is, man. I'm up there in the chat, guys, so sorry about that. Oh, man, I'm looking over here. Elmal Checkmate. What's up, Elmal Checkmate? Man, I didn't catch your last one. I saw the notice come up for it. But, yeah, I'll be looking for it in a minute. Well, a few minutes as soon as I get off of here. Bayman, hello, gentlemen. Shinto Ketchup is just like contemplating. No words, just contemplating. Elmal Checkmate Precautionary Principle. Sup with my friend? Nothing. Taking them slings and arrows. Going undercover. Oh my God. Man, I got a lot of comments on that one. I want to address that for a second. Yes, I feel like it was kind of silly, but how could I pass up the opportunity to show somebody in their direct light? How could I pass that up? I can't pass that up. When you're dealing with somebody that thinks that they've got you over a barrel, you know what I'm saying? When they think that they're coming back into a situation that's going to benefit them and only them, when somebody shows up and they know in their head, they know that they are going to monetize you, that you motherfucker right there, that motherfucker, you're going to be their savior. You're going to save them. You're going to save them from all them decisions. You're going to save them from all that Chad and Tyrone cock that they've been swallowing. Oh, man. I'm not saving you. Gents, forgive me if I skip you there. Success Pool Endeavors, Master Wrench in the chat. What's going on, sir? Tommy. Shout out to Tommy. Peter Oslowski. Hey, brother, at last. What's up, Peter? How you doing, man? What's up? Large Paul. What the fuck? Where is the Hammerhand? I'm right here. Both hands, too, man. Both hands. I'm going to get down to the bottom of the chat, gents. God damn, there's a lot of that chat there. All right, I'm going to get down to the bottom of the chat. Forgive me if I skipped your comment. Ain't nothing personal, but I can't read them all. That's been a thing that's coming about with these videos now, especially dropping these shorts on this channel. I can't keep up with the comments anymore. You know, if you've been around for a little bit, the first couple, 2 or 3 days, I'd be like, you know, I try to thumb up everything pretty much, unless I just vehemently disagree with it. And, or if I miss it, that happens from time to time too. And acknowledge that you liked, you shared, you subscribed, you know, you commented, even if the comment sucks, even if the comment's critical of me, I still almost all the time, give it a little thumbs up. Unless it's one of them fans, one of the biggest fans out there, trying to grape ape all kinds of shit. Oh man. Captain Will, Hammerhands, what's up, sir? Blah, blah, blah. What's up with the paint behind you? Paint. That paint right there? Stuff like this. Yours truly is a, well, I mean, I don't want to say professional, but professional model builder. So yeah, I do that, and that's about half. That's about half of what I got. I still have to expand that table over there, and I'm actually considering not putting my art station over here like I had previously said I was going to do. I might make that a secondary modeling table and just make it to where I can draw on it if I want it to be, because I have so much modeling shit, it's unbelievable. A lot of that is being set aside for my retirement. When I finally get my big ass out of the workforce, you know, and I sit down and I start producing these kits, I'm going to start up an aftermarket business, an after parts business, like a photo etch, a laser printing service. And I know that there's some stiff competition out there, but there's not enough of it. There's not enough. That's one thing that I've noticed over the years with models and modeling, is that there is some great shit out there, but there's not enough of it. So I'm gonna jump in and get my toes wet on that shit, and I'm gonna start sending out aftermarket parts for some of these kits. And I'm gonna produce some of my own shells and a few resins down the road. I've got axle kits that are already made, just waiting to ship them. Well, let me backtrack on that a little bit. They're made, but they're not ready for shipping yet. I've still got to get them packaged up and shipped, and still got to figure out the logistics of how I'm going to do that. But you know how it is. You didn't come here for any of that shit. Blah, blah, blah. I think you'd love to get busy with a 3D printer. Yeah, I would love a 3D printer. It would depend really on the type of printer. I've been looking at them for a few years now, and I know I want to get me a laser printer so that I can do custom decals. I want to do all of that shit, man. I want to get all of that stuff in there. Oh my goodness. Game Zone, Hammerhand, have you heard about Anne Boleyn TV series that are coming out? No. Anne Boleyn? Amberlyn? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say there, bro. No, I haven't heard about anything like that. Solitude is Profit at Alternative Positivity. Thanks, man. I like your nickname. Excuse me. Oh man, Kelly! Wait a minute, they done took all that shit away. Yeah, all of that bullshit was signed out of. It's not law. It was never law. So that was signed out of existence today by Kentucky Governor Bashir, Cockwad, Blue Dog, Mask Hound. So you can see that they no longer require it, but there are still people driving around in their cars with their air conditioning on, with masks on, going up to Circle K and buying cigarettes. Good God Almighty. You know, I'm gonna say this because it takes guts to put this kind of name in. Barney bought a dildo. What has happened to MGTOW Values channel? I don't know. I do not know. I know that Donovan Sharp got yeeted. You see, you don't see a smile here, do you? I'm not sitting there saying, yay! No. I don't think anybody's channels should be deleted. Now, would they do the same with us? No, they'd jump up and down and throw a fucking party, and they would celebrate the fact that they got us kicked out of here. Temporarily, of course. They would do that. But, yeah. Oh, let me plug this bitch in, because if it runs out of energy while I'm doing this, I'm going to be kind of shitty. We've got enough, but I think we'll make it. Oh no, we don't have enough. Damn. Cool. Good call. James Young, the laser printer is better in the long run terms of cost. While toner is more money, you don't have to worry about it going bad. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's why I wanted to get the laser printer. I want to kind of get one of those all-in-one deals because I'm going to start making my own decals. And there is a big market for people that can produce quality decals. There are 3 guys that I know of in the motorsports field that produce quality products. Mark Lane just got an AMT 57 Chevy. Let me show you what else I got. This was just reissued not that long ago. I know you guys probably don't want to see this shit, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. Badass fucking Peterbilt cab over Freightliner. And then you can go to the single axle. See, like the yard dog right here? You can do it both ways. You can do this one, or you can do this single axle yard dog. Now, they don't call it a yard dog there, but that's kind of what it is. And yeah, Freightliner, pardon me, misspoke. I picked that up for $30, man. When that fucking thing came out, it was $70. So we got the Ferrari. Let me show you. And this cat was cutting prices on these things, so I'm like, I'm gonna get the other one too. Went and got the Lotus. Good car, right? Good car. Love these cars, especially anything that Tamiya puts out. Hasegawa, Aoshima. There are a lot of discontinued kits there, but they're great kits. Now, these are the kits that I have problems with, but they're the only representations that exist out there for 1980s, late 80s Indy cars. I picked this one up over there. You can see the Previmi Veal deal right there. The Lola Cosworth, the DFV. I believe it's the DFV was the designation for that particular Cosworth. And I picked up another 88 Penske. What I'll do with these right here is it won't be the Miller High Life Special that Sullivan drove. What it will be is that, and that's an 88 car, it'll be an 89 or a 1990 liveried Penske, Cosworth, or Buick. I'll have to do the conversion work on it. But hey, that's what I'm here for, right? Oh, goodness. Successful endeavors. He posted my link. I appreciate that very much, SCE. That's wonderful of you. Thank you. Cyberzone modeling for the win. Oh man. Adaptive Monkman, come here for the babes. LOL. I don't think you're on the right channel there, sir. No. Solitude is profit. Cool. Siler Rogue. I think the laser printer can print faster and higher DPI. I think it does too. Excuse me, gents. Blah, blah, blah. The Lotus looks sick. It's a badass car. That Lotus, as a matter of historical accuracy, was one of the very first cars to run with active suspension in Formula One. That stuff was developed by Arrows and Lotus, and then McLaren and Williams and Ferrari came on board. McLaren and Ferrari never really got it figured out. Williams, wow. They got it figured out. That 92 and 93 Formula One Challenger, the FW14, 14B, and then the 15 that Prost ran in 93. Fantastic cars, incredible cars. No shocks, no coil springs at all whatsoever. Hydraulic dampers all the way on all corners. Self-leveling car. Crazy shit. Alien Geek Gaming, gorgeous. Yes, they are. Jimbo, yeah, I got a lot of kits from Rainbow 10 mail order. I've never heard of that. Matt Downer, don't live with a Karen, drive a McLaren. If you don't live with a Karen, you could probably afford a McLaren somewhere down the road. And then you'll have a whole pack of them ravening fucking wolves all over you. You gonna give me a free ride? You gotta fix my brakes? Come on, kitties. Goodness gracious. Pig Bear Man, I don't know what to make of you, man. You're all over these comments, dropping all kinds of crazy shit. Population reduction is a must. I don't believe that at all. Jonathan, why? Saying thank you to somebody. I don't know who that is. So thank you on behalf of us both. Dick Marks, smash the like button, gents, but make sure you get consent. Make sure you get consent before smashing that like button. You don't want nothing coming back on you down the road. Infinite Corridors. Lucifer Devil is a female. God created himself. Come on, let's keep the religion out of this just for a little while. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's keep that down just a little bit. You know that, you know me. I'm not about not seeing religion. I see the religion in just about everything. A lot of this shit, whether people want to admit it or not, has a huge biblical implication. But that's not what this stream is about. Yambito Zeta, what up? Hammerhand, nothing. Just sitting here talking with 253 of my closest friends. 173 Fonzies, man. Oh, I got it. See, notice how the big, awesome TV back there is dark, and I ain't got nothing on it because the image algorithms can pick up shit on that and cancel the stream. So I'm going to have to find a way around that. I'm going to have to find some generic bumpers or some shit to run just to kind of plug up the background there. It's absurd. We were doing a stream here not that long ago. And I was playing Star Wars in the background with no sound. And they canceled my fucking stream. They cut my stream right out from under me. Absurd, bitches. Absurd. Testicular oxide. Got a few old school kits from Star Trek original series and first 3 Star Wars movies. Siler Road. I hope you're all prepping for when the power goes out. Anything can happen. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I agree with you 100%. Let me bring this down just a little bit. There you go. I agree with you 100%, man. Look, just because things have tamped down a bit, it doesn't mean that I have stopped. I haven't stopped prepping for some time now. Food, water, gasoline, ammunition, medical supplies, all ready to go. I mean, let's hope that the pop-off doesn't come, but the way that these motherfuckers are doing business, you're going to wake up one morning, there's going to be Chinese guards posted outside your house. They're going to end up owning this whole country. And they're going to have help. Sifu Black Irish, dead truther walking. Greetings, Sifu. I hope everything is going well for you, brother, and that you're feeling better. Alien Geek Gaming. Everyone don't forget to like the stream. Like that stream, man. Like that stream. Adaptive Monkman, Hammerhand. I hate to tell you, but I'm Chinese shill. Ni hao, do you know any battleship coordinates? No, not right offhand. Barefoot Cowboy, my hobby, drinking beer, watching Hammerhand while I get hammered. Dot. That's a good hobby. Joe Kingley, any prepper channels anyone would recommend? I don't know of any. Yeah, City Prepper and The Prepared Mind. Yeah, and there's another one out there. She's got a particular taste, but I think you could find her useful. The Patriot Nurse. So, yeah. And then you will find all kinds of channels connected to them. So hit up those 3, The Prepared Mind, City Prepper, Patriot Nurse, and you'll find a whole bunch of shit connected to them if you want to go any deeper. Alternative Reality at Jonathan Y. Smart, bro. Joe Kingley, we just did that. Dead Lust. Oh my God, guys, I found the original Star Wars DVD set in perfect condition and it was free. Can't get much better than that. Well, I mean, unless we go back to pre-1980 Disney. Fuck 'em. Man, are they something else or what? They're ridiculous. They are. They're absurd. Just ridiculous. Damn it, what happened there? Hold on one second, gang. This big motherfucker popped. Pig Bear Man, Hammerhand, what's your opinion on the Nissan CVT transmissions? Do they last or not? I don't like any CVT transmissions. I don't think that there was anything wrong with the way that transmissions were being manufactured. As long as they were done right and with good quality control, they were maintained, and you had the ability to do the fluid swaps and the filter change yourself, I didn't see a problem with it. As long as you didn't dog them out. You know, you just don't dog your shit out, man. Don't get out there and go 100 fucking miles an hour every single day. Start, stop, all of that crap. If you're doing that, you're going to blow your shit up. You're not going to get much more than 100,000 miles out of cars by doing that. The way that these guys are doing things now, especially the folks in the Pacific Rim, is they're not even providing like check valves now, or check ports, fluid ports for transmissions. Hyundai and Kia are big on doing that. Ford, Chevy, they're starting to go that way. They don't want you to do anything with those transmissions or those engines. If they go bad, if you have a unit failure, they want you to plug and play. They want you to pull the bad unit, put another one in, and you just crate the old one up and send it to them. They don't want anybody inside the internals for these engines anymore. They have made it a condition of warranty in a lot of instances where they will invalidate warranty if you're doing anything other than maybe taking off the cam covers or the rocker covers. They don't want nobody in that shit. And it's causing a real problem out here in the outside world for us. You know, it's really, honestly, it's depriving us of the opportunity to learn more in the mechanical field. They don't want you knowing that shit. They want you, the customer, the car that you bought, to not be serviced by you, the car that you bought. They don't want that shit. That's kind of where my opinion begins and ends on that. Buck Steingold got a 1976 B-52 new in the box with a $16 tag on it. Man, that's pretty awesome. Did you buy it new or did you find it like that? Dead Lust Jeremiah Babe is the best prepper channel, especially economic. I'll take your word for it. Have not seen him. 000 Commies taking the world. Well, silent war, no one knew. No, we knew. We knew. It's just that you're being suppressed. You're being told, nope, fuck you. You can't go out there and do anything. This is the way that we want to take the world, and these millions and millions and millions are just going to have to deal. I think the millions and millions and millions have a different idea. I'm just saying. Island Hermit RP, I got body armor and guns for when the collapse does happen. Let's hope that it doesn't. I don't want it to. If we can get this fucking shit squared away and fixed, okay. Okay, it's cool. A lot of shit's going to have to change, obviously. Just look around, you know. Men ain't having it no more. Ain't having it. Oh, man, I saw clips on, now I don't watch this channel, but Fresh and Fit, you know, the two black guys, Mervin, and then the other cat, and the ham beast that blew up and assaulted him on the fucking set. Did you guys see that shit? If you haven't seen it, I hate to plug these guys. Go over there and take a peek at it. And you'll see why nobody deals with them anymore. Not just black women. White women. Oriental women. I'm sorry, is that racist? Fuck a bitch. Fuck them in whatever language you want to. But don't actually touch them. Luciano Casanova, Hammerhand, have you been stockpiling on tools and home improvement supplies? Home improvement, not so much. Tools, definitely. Tools, definitely. Mouth agape ape. Should I learn Chinese like John Cena? I think John Cena pretty much put the nails in his fucking coffin. That's what I think. Fuck that motherfucker. Class Van Cleef, hi Hammer. What would your advice be to a balding young man? If you don't like the look, if you're serious about that or you're trolling me, I don't know. This right here, for me, started to pop away when I was about 19. And I'm looking at it getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And I said, you know, I don't really like that. So about 19, I said, see ya. Bye. Adios. Did a very bad job shaving my head. Butchered it. But didn't know anything about it. And learned the very next time I needed to shave what to do. Went out and got a set of clippers. Got some nice Bic razors way back then. And shaved. And it felt very strange on my scalp. But I never looked back. I have tried to grow my hair back out a couple of times in the last 30 years or so. And I hate it. Can't stand it. This is me. Right there. Look at that. Get this little speck off the camera there. If you want to try to retain your hair, I don't know what to tell you because I didn't go down that road, and I'm not going to say that you're vain for wanting to do that, but I have no real vanity in me. If fucking teeth fall out, I'm not going around, oh man, oh I mean, try to be, somewhat aesthetic, somewhat, but I don't run around worried about what other people think about me or how I look. So I do the best that I can for me. So whatever choice you come up with, that would be the choice that I would recommend. Do you want to keep the hair? Okay. Do you not mind losing it? Okay. For me, it's good either way. James Young at Buck Steingold, my second favorite plane. Seafood Black Irish, I am. Good. Sean Broughton, how is it going? Hammer, love the X videos. LOL, I feel your pain. She called me the other day, or texted me the other day, says, how can I get in there where you're at and get a diagnostic run on my car for a cam position sensor? And I said, you call them at the front desk and you set up the appointment, and Terry will probably take care of that. I shouldn't have said his name there. Sorry about that. But he'll take care of it. And she goes, this is like in a text. And I didn't answer back. And about an hour later, she comes back and she says, that's with your discount, right? I said, no, I don't own this fucking shop. This shop is in business to make money, not to discount everything for you because you know who I am. No. Crazy shit. Jonathan Y. Hammer, in terms of preparations, it might help to know how to make diesel from waste plastic. Essentially, same process as wood gasification for gas cars, fumes from cooked plastics equals easy diesel. Yeah, it does. It does. Reality check required. Terrence Popp is starting a prepper page. Good. He would know more than a lot of people. Good. And for those that are out there, Silhouette Sith, you should block her number. No, I'm good. Trust me when I tell you this. Trust me. She will get tired of that soon, and she will leave. She'll drop off. It's what she does. It's what they all do. But you knew that. You knew that. Yeah, I think for folks out there that are running their faces about Pop and Blake, you guys, you can't take somebody that has been running around doing the service that these guys have been doing and shit all over them because they joined up and did an appearance at CME. I despise CME. I despise the people that organized it. I can't stand the glorification of usury, the monetization of a man's weakness. It is a weakness to think that you can do no better than a woman. That's a weakness, fellas. So don't find yourselves in that position. Helkin, what is CME? The Conference for Masculine Excellence that was set up by a bunch of PUAs and system gamers to fuck guys out of up to $2,000 a ticket. I'm not joking. To teach them, I'm choking a little bit. Me, how to be men. To teach them how to be men. And of course, the implication thereby meaning teach them how to get laid, because that's so important. Yeah, I don't think that there should be anybody really breaking the ass of Terrence Popp. Terrence has done a yeoman's service. And I know that there's a couple of people that are going to get sore at me for saying it and saying, well, he stepped out of line, he did this, he did that. He didn't do this and that. What he did was he serviced the needs of men that were out there killing themselves. Plain and simple. My sole objection, my only objection to Redonkulous being involved with that was the fact that it was headed up by, Eddie Boy. Donovan Sharp, for those that don't know. You know, Donovan Sharp is sketchy. He's sketchy as fuck. You know, when you spend all of your time on a channel bragging about your 9 or 10 broad and she turns out to be a fucking ditch pig, I think your shit's a little fucked up. Maybe your sight's off. I don't know what's up with you. Maybe you got love goggles on. I don't know. But she's not a 9. She's not a 10. She's not a 7. She ain't a 6. She's average. She's average as fuck. And there's nothing wrong with average. But don't try to pump it up to be something that it's not. Because fuck that. Man, 302 of y'all in this house. 241 Fonzies. And only 35 minutes in. That's amazing. That's like a record. Excuse me, gents. Let me get down to the bottom of this chat. Fellas, I'm sorry if I skipped your comment. I didn't mean to, but you know how it is. You know how it is. I can't catch them all. DB Cooper, you know I'm going to catch you. You know that. Jumping out of planes, impersonating Loki. Cuck money extractors, yeah. What did I say about it? I said it can't monetize estrogen. And then Chronic came up with one, and I can't remember what the hell it was, but I thought it was the best one. Poisoned arrow, should abortion be illegal or legal? I don't know that this is exactly the place for that. My own personal opinion on it is that you're killing a human. It's that simple. It's that simple. You're being allowed to kill a human. So now they've pushed it to the point that you can kill the human outside the womb. They'll just let it sit there, the little baby, die. This is not a human being to me, is exactly how women see it. It's a clump of cells. Well, if it's a clump of cells, you're a clump of cells. So if I beat you on the back of the fucking head and make you unconscious forever, I shouldn't go to jail. Should I? I have no opinion on the rape shit, on the incest shit. That should be a choice. But it's still a baby. I can understand how devastating it would be to carry a rape child or an incest child to term. I can understand that. I could get behind that. These are the cases that feminists and feminism and this pervasive, disgusting culture pushes on females like it's every single case. It's not. It's not even close. It's like 0.001 of all cases everywhere since records. You know what I'm saying? Abortion today is taking the place of responsibility before, during, and after sexual intercourse. Abortion today is an excuse. Now, it's not anything else. And when you have cunts that are out there actively clapping and cheering, talking about it's a human right. No, it's not a human right to kill your kids. Okay, if you want to go farther with that shit, it's a human right to kill your wife when she disobeys you. I'm just saying, it's my human right. Mouth agape ape. You got to hold that frame, Hammerhand. Oh! Fuck that frame. Dat Nilla Von Dizzle. Pop Hammer 2024. Man, I get to be the vice president. I could do that. All that motherfucker does is sit back for 364 days a year. Fly across the planet a couple of times and collect a check. Had the easy 2 or 3 million. Dead Lust. They saw a lick and took it. Yep. Red Pill Terrence earned all access to everything. Of course he did. Of course he did. He served the country. Whether it's 1 year or 33 years in his case. 32, 33. Of course he did. Of course he did. You know, like I said, I know people will be upset that I'm not condemning the man. I can't condemn the man. You understand? You can't take decades, a body of work, and toss it in the shitter because you disagree with a decision. That's part of being a moral, ethical, mature human. I know somebody is going to disagree with that, and it's cool. You can disagree with it. That's your freedom. That's your right. You know, and I wouldn't try to take it from you. Status quo, Hammerhand. What do you think about Elliot Hulse? In my opinion, he's also okay. I like Elliot. Elliot, when he was first asked about MGTOW a couple of years, he came out and he said, I endorse it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Anything for making men better. Because most guys that are me, that are you folks that are watching, you understand that there's a problem. You understand that there's a problem. How about 50 fucking years of 70 and 80% single mother homes? Lots of men walking around here, but they're hardwired females because there's no father in the picture. That's a problem. And it's not a little one. It's something that's going to affect us for generations. Suetonius? I hope I got that right. He served honorably. Donovan Shart never served a day in his life other than jail. Multiple times. That was my only concern. Was somebody that was as honorable as Pop and Blake, and to an extent Greg Adams, right? Getting in there and associating themselves and their business model, their brand, with a fucking charlatan. That was my problem. Because if it goes wrong, it's not going to affect the charlatan. It's just going to be one more thing to add to the fucking pile, right? It's going to give everybody that associated with them a black eye. And it could do more than that. You damage your brand irreparably. You damage your ability to get out there and put the word out. Island Hermit RP, Pop was just trying to reach out to men that needed help. God bless Pop. I agree. I couldn't say it any differently. I am not a bitter and petty person when it comes to things like that. If I disagree with them, I don't know that he would say it, but I reached out to him and I talked to him about it. We had a very civil, short, brief conversation about it. He is a grown fucking man and he can do the things that he needs to do. He doesn't need to kowtow to me or anyone else. And if he did, I wouldn't respect him. I wouldn't. Plain and simple. I'm glad that he did what he did. I still disagree with it. I will disagree with it until the day I fucking die. But plain and simple. Grown man, go do grown man shit. Jonathan Y, alternative positivity, thanks, but it was Canadian Prepper. Oh, that's another one right there, Canadian Prepper, who brought this to light. Anything that is connected to the internet in any way is vulnerable to planned attacks. Of course it is. This includes solar power. It includes anything. Unless you have a battery reservoir for your solar power or your generators, anything connected to Wi-Fi or the ability to receive a digital signal can get turned on or off. Oh, and it can actually be sabotaged. What a fucking shock. But there's built-in deniability with that too. Don't worry, gents. It's just water with a little bit of Mio. Adaptive Monk, man, I think Donovan should convert to Islam rather than MGTOW. Well, he's not a MGTOW. Not by any stretch of the imagination. They like to call themselves red pillars, but that's not the truth. They're fucking PUAs. They're PUAs all day long, every day. If your message to anyone is, we're going to teach you how to be a man. We're going to carpet bomb this motherfucker with red pills so you can get laid. That's the first, biggest, only red flag. If somebody's saying, put money here and we will teach you how to fuck, they're PUAs. That's it. Guys, you have to stop looking at all of this ancillary bullshit nonsense, all of this clutter that's being thrown in there to blind your eyes. You have to be smarter than that. These guys, they don't have what it takes to hang with people that have morals, ethics, values, and principles. They don't. If you have those bedrock qualities, those bedrock attributes, guess what? Nobody's hanging with you. Nobody. Success Pool and Devils, Coiled Steel. It's Coiled Steel in the house. That's cool. Cool. What's up, brother? WC19K, I was in combat from 2007 to 2010. Promise you that no American freedom is in me. I guarantee it. It's Mr. Hathaway. Hammerhand is drinking feminist tears. Them blue-haired, taffy-tasting, ditch pig motherfuckers. Vintage cunt. Mark LeDuc, and it just jumped. I'm so sorry. There you go. Can't be drinking that blue stuff. Monk! Red Mio. I've got some, strawberry watermelon in there. That's pretty tasty shit. Got some fruit punch. That's pretty tasty. Trey Scraping. Dude, don't drink Mio. Bad for you. It has propylene glycol, which is antifreeze. Does it really have propylene glycol in it? Really? Because that is antifreeze. Oh, man. But it's delicious. Well, I guess that's another one scratched off the list. God damn. Captain Will, CME, cringe, made easy. Of course it is. All right, I'm going to the bottom of the list here, gents. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Forgive me if I missed your comment, as usual. Before I go any farther, man, I wanted to talk about the two recordings that I put up that are clinical demonstrations in female nature. The transparency of female nature. What is the difference between 2013 Hammerhand and 2021 Hammerhand? You done? You done? Okay. No, I wasn't seizing. The difference is that I have changed drastically. Drastically. I have become much more informed, much more active, much more aware. You see? That's the difference. I'm the difference. Nobody is going to clue you in. Nobody is going to tell you that you're doing everything wrong. No one's going to say that to you. What they're going to say is, oh, it's okay, man. Come here, get over, come here. It's cool. There's another one out there. There's a soulmate for everybody. Just keep trying, motherfucker. That's what they're going to say to you. And they mean it. And it's a lie. It's bullshit. It's part of the human resources marketing research campaign that was perpetrated on humanity as far as love and chivalry were concerned. No one is going to tell you the truth. They're going to let you sit there, be miserable, be a fucking pay pig, be an ATM, and die. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's what they're going to do. Now, are women 100% conscious of this? I don't think so. Are they aware subconsciously that they can use you? Do they know at 13 years old what a child support court is? What divorce means? Divorce is a bigger word than marriage for a reason. You know what I mean? Maybe not letter to letter, but they know what divorce and the consequences of divorce means for them. They don't know what it means for you beyond taking shit from you. And they don't care. They don't care. They have teams of people set up to help them, guide them through this, pat them on the back and assure them that they're doing the right thing. It's in the best interest of them kids. It's in the best interest. It's in his best interest to fork over all of his shit. It'll teach him a lesson. It'll teach him how to man up. What you witnessed with those two audio recordings, was the difference between 2013 Hammerhand and 2021 Hammerhand. That's what you witnessed. That's what you heard. That's what you saw. You know, you could see it with your own eyes, couldn't you? And I was playing with her. She hasn't changed one bit. Not one bit. As a matter of fact, she's gotten worse. She's gotten more desperate over time. The one guy that she was hanging on to, when she said that she left him, now she didn't tell me anything to the contrary. This is just me. She's lying. He left her. He left her. He put her out of that house because he couldn't stand what she was. Now, he was no prize. I'm familiar with him. I know who he is. And that's why I stopped fucking around with her, because I found out that she was actually married back in 2013 when she didn't tell me. See, she was trying to monkey branch. And then I found out what was going on. I find out because I'm not fucking stupid. And my biology is not running amok. My dick isn't talking for me. I slap that motherfucker on the head and get back in them pants. I've got business to conduct. And I take care of the business. The business at hand is making sure that you're not going to get used or run over or shot to death in a fucking confrontation because somebody is married. That's what you don't want. That's the difference. Oh, man. In Slayer clone at Hammerhand, have you been watching any of the E3 expos? No. I thought that the E3 shit has really gone downhill. And every year that these video game expos come up, man, I mean, is there entertaining shit? Yeah, there's entertaining stuff. Is it less and less about the entertainment and more about corporate interference? Yeah. It's more and more about corporate interference. These people understood that there was a market out here to be monetized. They understood straight away that they could take advantage of all of these people that were desperate to have Hollywood and big tech get in on their games and validate them. And that's what it was. It's just like the superhero movies. Everybody wanted that to happen, but a few people were sitting there saying, do you really want this to happen? 10 years. They put in 10 good years. There were some mediocre films. Excuse me. Excuse me, gents. There were some mediocre films in that 10 years in the initial couple phases of the MCU. But on the whole, from Iron Man to Endgame, pretty fucking solid. Pretty solid. Now, somebody will disagree with me, and that's okay. You can disagree with me. But as far as I'm concerned, it was pretty solid. What comes after that is bomb after bomb after bomb, dud. All of these television shows that are on, they're loaded with identity politics. They're loaded with all kinds of racial strife. Fuck that shit. I don't get involved with these things to worry about the issues of the world. I want to get the fuck away from that. I don't give a shit what the world thinks about white people or black people or Chinese people. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that. I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I want to be entertained. And if I can't open a comic book without seeing what pussy power is or why somebody's been subjugated for 400 fucking years because of their skin color, I don't open the fucking book. I put it on the shelf and I leave it there. And that's what these people are going through right now. They don't have anything solid on their hands. WandaVision? Falcon and the Winter Soldier? This Loki shit? It looks like it's going to be awful. Awful. And so, you know, I don't do those things. Look at your franchises that have been wiped out over the last 10 years. Fucking RoboCop, gone. Terminator, gone. It's fucking out of here. Star Trek, Star Wars, gone. They're fucking history. You can name a dozen more of them. The Predator franchise, complete fucking shambles. Complete shambles. Fuck them. If this is the kind of bullshit that you want, great, do that. The Eternals, oh my God, the Eternals, they have race and gender swapped everyone. 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 If you had confidence in the ability to create characters, the skin color doesn't matter. Because you know how to tell a story. Because you know how to involve people and get them liking those characters or get them hating those characters depending upon the result that you want. These people don't do that. They are morally and ethically bankrupt. They're out of shit to ruin. So you see when they start producing stuff on their own, it's bad. It ain't a little bad. It's fucking bad. Like bad. It stinks. Almost 1 hour, 351 of you crazy people sitting in here right now saying, what's up, Hammerhand? What's up, man? 311 A's. Okay. I know that was a long-winded answer there. I hope that kind of answered your question a little bit. Billy the Goat, I just did a video about hoovering. I have heard that expression. Mr. Forma. Oh, man, Mr. Forma's in the house. What's up, sir? How you doing? How are you doing? It's been a minute. Siler Rogue, I think 007, that's another one. I think 007 is supposed to be a woman next movie, if I remember correctly. I think that these people should really think hard about proceeding down the road that they're already on. They're not on the yellow brick road. They're in a sewage tunnel, and they don't know it. They think it's gold and everything that glitters. That's what they think, you see, and that's because the culture is directing them that way, plain and simple. From the top to the middle to the top. Everything else is kind of irrelevant at this point. Not saying it doesn't matter or shouldn't matter, but hey, you know. Status quo, Hammerhand, all awesome movies from the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of them that have made it. You know, you think about the lack of clarity that these people have. It's either a lack of clarity or it is the most driven focus that I've ever seen with no self-awareness. None. To take something like Star Wars, run it into the fucking ground, and they did. They ran it into the ground. It was a clusterfuck from start to finish. I know that there's going to be some folks that are going to be like, oh man, I liked the Disney trilogy. It's the Disney trilogy. It's not a sequel trilogy. It's the Disney trilogy. They blew the biggest opportunity in the history of film. It was a gimme. It was a gimme. It was a slam fucking dunk on a 3-foot net. You know, it was a touchdown with no defenders. It was the Indy 500. You're the winner. There's only one car, and you fucking crash on the first lap. That's what this was. That's how epically bad this was. You obliterate your fan base. You destroy it. You didn't divide it. You destroyed it. You destroyed it. And then by the grace of God, you get somebody like Favreau and Filoni that come on board. They start with The Mandalorian. You end your second season with Luke Skywalker coming back to save the fucking day, right? And 2 weeks later, after all that goodwill, after all the turmoil, you take probably the most popular character in The Mandalorian and you fire her over ideological differences. You drag her through the fucking mud and you try to ruin her. I'm not the biggest fan of females. Obviously, they've got a lot of shit on their side. But when they're doing it right and they get fucked and they get ruined by other females, there's something to be said about that. You took all that goodwill and flushed it right down the fucking toilet. And now all of a sudden, hopefully, maybe she's getting hired back. If I were in her position, I don't know if I'd take that or not. I'd have to have some assurances. You know? That shows you how deep this shit is. Hollywood produces most of the world's propaganda. Most. They work in conjunction with the Communist government of China. They mow down everybody that doesn't do it their way. and they're drying and dying on the vine. Years of declining, terrible, terrible Golden Globes, Emmys, Oscars performances, loaded with nothing but identity politics. That doesn't represent this country. It doesn't represent the people in this country. And they don't know that. And if you disagree with them, well, you're just defective. So you double down on assholery and fuckery, and you've got what we've got right now. I know that was kind of long, but hey. Coiled Steel, let's talk. Try non-westernized feminist dominant women. I haven't done that. And I don't think I'm going to do that. But you can. You do your thing. Random blip, is Sasha Johnson being considered for the role of 007? Is that the black woman? I don't know her name. But when I saw her on those early trailer runs for this newest 007, I was like, yeah, of course. Of course. You know? And I want to make this very clear, gang. I have no issue with an Oriental person taking a lead. I have no issue with a black man or woman taking a lead. I have no issue with white characters, man or woman, taking a lead. If you write the fucking script and that's who's in there, then that's who's in there. But they tell you, no, it's racism because you don't write black characters. Go write a black character and then see what happens. Then you're a racist and a bigot because you're white. How could you possibly identify with the black experience? Oh man, you're culturally appropriating. You see, they don't want you to win, plain and simple. Chaos is the agent of service for these people. They don't want you to win. They don't want you to do well. They have to have a boogeyman. They have to have a bad guy, somebody to point the fucking spear at, and then they have to be able to rally people behind them to accept it. Do you have any idea how close we got to the acceptance of mass murder and genocide over the last 12 months? How many attacks, shootings, knifings have you heard about because somebody did not put a mask on? I didn't hear of any because somebody did put a mask on. All it takes is the manufacture of consent, and people feel righteous, justified to do harm to you, to end your existence because the government said so. Red D got some medicine for that. Epstein didn't kill himself. No. Ghislaine Maxwell didn't kill herself anyway. Ghislaine Maxwell? Yeah, she didn't kill herself either. Mark LeDuc. And I just skipped it. What the fuck? Man, look at this. I'm sorry, Mark. I skipped your comment. It disappeared. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, move on. Take the time. Alternative positivity at Jonathan. Okay, onwards and upwards, brother. Blah. SARS Jane. Did I get that right? I hope I got that right. Jane, what do you think about the degradation of modern music? Modern hip-hop is trash. I got to be honest. I would love to hear some of your opinions on the subject. I love your videos, man. Cheers. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. My opinion on modern music is the same as my opinion on modern anything. They have completely run out of shit to bastardize. They have run out of talent. All of the truly talented people in movies and music and media are gone. They have either died off, been pushed out, or squelched. Plain and simple. That's it. I have listened to all forms of modern music. I would say over the last 10 years is what I've covered when I'm doing my research for my topics. And you can hear me use some of it. When I put the TikTok shorts up, I use some of the modern music because it fits. But it's not good. It's not good. These people don't know how to play instruments anymore. They barely know how to sing now. You can point to maybe three people out here that can sing. I'm not talking about carry a tune or sing a note, but 3 people maybe in the fucking world that can actually sing. In the 60s, 70s, and 80s, going to about 95, you had thousands of people that could actually sing. You don't hear that anymore. You don't hear it. With the way that the record industry and the recording industry has mandated that certain songs have to be like you within 30 seconds or 15 seconds. I don't know if this has changed or not, by the way. But the last time I read on it, it was within 15 seconds or 30 seconds of the start of the song, you had to be into the primary verse. And you can't go any more than 3 minutes in the song. But how the fuck do you expect any creativity to come from that? How does anyone expect creativity to come from that? You don't. You don't have Queen. You don't have Def Leppard. You don't have the Beatles. You don't have Van Halen is the one that I'm thinking of. You don't have them. You don't have Peter Frampton. That's for goddamn sure. You know, you don't have Eruption, Eddie Van Halen. You don't have none of that. You don't have any of that. That's why modern music stinks. I can't stand the fucking shit. It smells like shit under my lip. I fucking hate modern music. I hate it. And I like everything when it comes to music. Pop, rap, country, blues, R&B, folk. Man, I listen to everything. Everything. Metal, rock. I listen to everything. Synth, punk. I listen to everything. Everything. And I hardly turn the radio on today. I can't stand the sound of the shit that's coming out of it. That's why I have a database of 60,000 fucking songs. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Because I don't listen to modern anything anymore. I barely go to the theater, not because I don't want to give these cocksuckers my money, that's part of it, but because everything stinks. Everything stinks. It sucks. It sucks. These people are creatively bankrupt. You know? And now what have you got? You've got the Oscars and you've got the MPAA. You've got all these Hollywood asswipes that are sitting there talking, and they're saying, in order for you to make a movie that is considered for the Globes, the Emmys, and especially the Oscars, you have to have X amount of this color or nationality or sex in your movie. What? That's not a fucking movie. You're not making a movie there. You're not making a movie. You're making a political statement. That's what you're making, is a political statement. The rest of the world is sitting around looking at this country and they're fucking salivating. They're slobbering. They can't wait to get a hold of the entertainment industry here, because they're gonna tear it to fucking pieces. Excuse me. Mark LeDuc, Hollywood foreign press is China. Yeah, it's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. Jimmy James at Let's Talk. Hey, brother, I'll tell you, I didn't learn till I was like 31 or so. You'll get past this much younger than I and most other men if you move way ahead of the schedule. I assume that you're talking about other red pill things, so I'm going to leave you to that. Thumper, the sweaty fat guy. I'll have to take your word for that. I've tried females from other countries. Good luck with that. I think everybody's kind of wising up to the idea that if you go overseas or to Southeast Asia, that you're going to find a tanned unicorn. I don't think that you're going to. You might, but be aware that it's going to be transactional. You see, that's the thing that people don't talk about when they're talking about going to Colombia or Brazil or Thailand. Yes, everything is transactional. Yes, it's much more straightforward than it is here in the West. Those ladies are out, ladies, you know what I'm saying? They're out there to make that fucking money. They want the money, and they know that they're going to give up the ass to get the money. Plain and simple. That's what they know. And there is no legal or social repercussions from that, especially with the gigantic population of transgenders down there, the lady boys. If you've never done any work on Vietnam or Cambodia or Thailand or the surrounding areas, you better do your homework, because you might end up going home with a fella. And if you've never heard that before, you can come back and finish this video any old time. Just go look up Thai ladyboys. How do I know this, Hammer? Because I do my fucking work. Because I do my research. I had heard prior to my interest in Southeast Asia that there was a large transgender community down there. They have to, by law, tell you that they were born a boy. And then it's your choice. If you want to go get you some she-males and some fucking soap and beer, have fun. I'm not doing that. But many motherfuckers partake. Whatever floats your boat. Get back into these comments real quick. Tim, Tim, T1M. There's a suicidal in the comments. Hammer, please read and acknowledge. I don't know who this is. And if somebody could point them out, I would be happy to say what's up. And I don't think that you should go offing yourself or depriving the world of your light. Everybody has some value to offer. I mean that, 100%. And that doesn't mean a transactional or a service-based value. It doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that. We have all been in that position. All of us. All of us. Resident of the Abyss at LOL Red Pill, no doubt. It's Mr. Hathaway. Albert Wesker is now black. I have no idea who that is. Jimmy James at Hammerhand. Let's Talk is reaching out hardcore. Ah, I see. Let's talk. I really feel like I'm going to die soon. Well, brother, we are all on that mortal path. We all slip the mortal coil, every one of us. Finding a reason to wake up in the morning is most of the people in this chat. It is. We've been there. I no longer look for a reason to wake up in the morning. I don't. I have the reason. The reason is because my lungs are still filled with air, my heart is still beating, my mind is still working, and my body is reasonably okay to go to work. I don't concern myself with the things out here that I can't change. You see? I can't go and beat up a fleet of fucking guys, and affect change in the world in this way. I can't. I can talk, just like I'm talking to you right now. I can't tell you how many men I have had in my comments, in my chats, on videos, on streams, on live streams like this, that have confessed that they didn't want to see the next day. And I feel you. Been there. I was there for a long time. Sitting in a living room after your old lady shacks up with a 19-year-old kid, takes your family from you, and you're sitting in the living room on a chair in a dark room holding a pistol, your life gets real clear real fast. That was me. I knew that I didn't want to die, but I knew that I didn't want to live. And there's something that you have to do, is you got to reach down and you have to find the reason to go to the next day. You have to. It's your duty. You say, I don't have a duty. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about earth. I don't care about living. I don't care about breathing. I can't make you care. I can't make you care about you. Part of the problem that men who are contemplating suicide, and that often carry it out, is that they can't find the ability to care about themselves. Men are raised to be worthless without servitude. Living your life beyond disposability is where you've got to be. If you can't be there, you're going to have a hard time getting up tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You have to immediately think about what makes your life better for you. That means you got to be selfish. It doesn't mean you have to be a cocksucker, but it means that you have to be selfish. You have to start thinking about you, because you're the only thing that matters in your reality. Nothing else matters. If you ain't good, nothing around you is going to be good. So you have to take care of yourself. Wanting to die is natural. It's a natural side effect of suppression and oppression. It's an easy way out. And what I mean by that, I don't mean to say that you're taking a cheap way out. Depriving yourself of torture, mental anguish it's not the easy way out. Most people would choose it if they saw nothing at the end of the tunnel. Most people would choose that. Don't choose that. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's what I tell everybody out here. We've had a lot of guys that have woke to the fact, forgive the terminology. We have some guys that could not get past it. One of our own took his life not too long ago. Renegade 1, rest in peace. I can't tell somebody why they should live. That's your job. You have to figure out why you should live. If for no other reason, it's because you're breathing. It's your trial in life. It's your trial. You must do that. You have to fight to the bitter goddamn end. Pardon the GD word. You have to fight until the bitter end. You have to. I can tell you, when I was sitting in that room, when I was holding that pistol, when I was looking down at the floor and tears were streaming out of my face, and I didn't understand if I was going to be living from minute to minute, all I did was delay. That's what I did. That's what I did. And it still hurts thinking about it. It hurts me to think that I was that close to dying over something that was preventable. Nobody should be dead because of refusal of somebody else to like them or love them or want to be a part of their life. You don't need other people to validate your existence. You validate your existence simply by breathing. That's it. Let me get into these comments a little bit more. If you want to speak to me, or not me, if you want to speak to anybody else, there are tons of men out here that will gladly talk to you. But you can reach me at Hammerhand, TMM, at Proton Mail. Success Pool Endeavors just dropped the link. You can hit me up there anytime, and I will talk to you as I can. If you drop a message, don't freak out that I don't respond immediately, because I have hundreds of people dropping those messages. But I will talk to you. I will always talk to you. That's a commitment that I have made. That's a commitment that 99% of men in MGTOW and the Red Pill have made to one another, because we know that they aren't going to hear us. We know that. We know that there is an active suppression as far as that is concerned. I'm on a live.
Oh, sorry.
That's just my son. We know that there's an active suppression out there to stop men from expressing the way that they feel, because if you express how you feel, there has to, if those people listen, there has to be an acknowledgement that there's a problem, and they don't want to hear that they're part of the problem. They don't want to hear that. I don't want you to end your life. But what I want in regards to your existence does not matter. I don't want you to end your life. I want you to find a reason to wake up. I want you to fight. There are men in this chat right now that have gone through unspeakable shit. And it's not a comparison of woes from them to you. It's not. There are men in this chat right now who are missing intestines, arms, legs, all kinds of shit, and they've made it to the next fucking day because they have the will to wake up. You have to make sure that you can instill that will in yourself. And you can. I know that you can. I know that you can. Don't let yourself down. All of this other shit out here is irrelevant. It doesn't matter until your mental health is good, until you can stand on your own 2 feet, until you know that you're not going to self-delete. It's time for you to take care of your mental health. Your mental health means more than anything, and I think that everybody in this chat already understands. They know. They know. They've been there. Gents, I'm dropping to the bottom of the comments now. Forgive me if I didn't get to you. My apologies. Jimmy James, Hammerhand, was that summer? Oh, no. God, no. No, that was when the mother of my kids decided that she was going to take somebody that was working 60 hours a week, providing everything, and cash him in for a 19-year-old kid living in his parents' basement. That's what that was. I know that you're kidding. I know. But that's what that was. And when you take so much time, when you're living with somebody that is BPD or NPD, and they're sketchy, like really fucking sketchy, all over the place, and it's a day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute thing, you lose so much of yourself trying to cover them and make them okay that when they decide that they're gone, when they leave, if you didn't have those good attributes, morals, ethics, values, principles, if you didn't have a solid understanding of who you are, you're lost. Excuse me. And I was lost. When she was gone, I was a shell. I didn't know who I was. I knew that I liked these things. I knew that. I knew that I loved to go out and take pictures. I've had my photographs published all over the world. You've probably seen them, and you don't know that you're looking at them. When you have folks out here like Kevin Samuels that say he's never met a successful MGTOW, that's because they don't reveal themselves. You have no idea who they are. It was a very silly thing to say. I was watching that stream. There were 5 millionaires in that stream that he didn't know who they were. It's a dumb thing to say. But it is what it is. You know, when you put business before your actual morals and ethics, that's what you end up with. That's what you end up with. William Wallace, his young age has nothing to do with it. I did not get in on that one, so I'm sorry about that. Vincent MGTOW, my brother. Vincent MGTOW, I was just referencing you, sir. The army nearly killed me. I always carried enough pills for my way out. I can't stand being a slave. Once I got out, everything's been great. When you're in that malaise, and I'm going to call it a blue pill malaise, when you're in that malaise, it is difficult to understand that one turn here, one turn there, the next day can almost completely switch your mental state. The things that you're going through right now, when you wake up tomorrow, will be less. If the whole fucking world crashes, it'll still be less because you've put one day of that tremendous pressure under your belt. Then 5, then 10, then a month, and then that horrifying emotional pain starts to dull. And then you start to learn how to deal with it. You start to learn. You know what I'm saying? Buck Steingold, Kevin Samuel speaks the truth, but that comment, yeah. Kevin Samuels drops fucking red pills everywhere. He carpet bombs motherfuckers with red pills. Fantastic. But he's gynocentric. You know, when his claim to fame is, I've set up X amount of black men and black women to be married to the state, fuck that. That is not something to brag about. It's not something to brag about. It's not. Just my opinion. Alternative positivity at Jimmy James. Emotions are like potato chips. Sometimes they are. Siler Rogue. Life is too short as it is to keep please fighting. I don't get to see my kid. I have tried to delete myself so I get it. Yeah. When your children are involved, it's especially horrifying. It's especially bad when your kids are involved. I came from an environment where I knew I had nobody coming up, nobody growing up. Barely had a mother. Definitely didn't have a father. And I won't go into the specifics. I'll make other videos, or I'll post my old video series about that so that you can get an idea about it down the road. But I understand clearly what it means to love your children to the point of pain. I understand that. I know that. Randall Lefevre, I hope I got that right. Lefevre? Is it Lefevre, like Brett Favre? At Let's Talk, let's make a list of what you like doing, your hobbies, everything that brings you joy. Seek those experiences out every day until it becomes a habit. Let me get that off of there, guys. And then until you don't have to think about it. I agree. You have to be able to remove the despair from your existence. Not entirely, not all of it. You know, there's a great line from a Star Trek movie, and I know some folks are going to roll their eyes at this. When Kirk says, I need my pain, you do. You do. Your life is not built on successes. It's built on your ability to deal with failures so that you can become a success. And the definition of success is as wide and varied as all the fucking thoughts out there in the world. Thoughts. Nasty. And it's the truth. Success from you to me could be completely different. And it probably is. Some folks measure success with cars or money or houses, all this material shit. I don't measure success that way. A high-value man to me is somebody that has those bedrock principles. Morals, ethics, values, principles. There's a lot to be said for that kind of guy. That kind of man is what keeps this motherfucking country running. It's not the other ones. It's not. Conservative Latino, Do the Silent Prayer by Jesse Lee Peterson to control your thoughts. Siler Rogue, find a good support system. Very much easier said than done, especially for a man. That's non-existent for a man. Oh yeah, you could go to psychotherapy. Good luck. Paul Butala, be informed before you call that national number. Someone will show up and take you for a time. And it's true. It's true. You got to be really careful before you duck into a national suicide hotline. You got to be careful. Research your laws. Sometimes you can talk to these folks and it's all good. Other times they refer you to local authorities without your consent or knowledge. So be very careful. Adaptive Monk Man at Let's Talk. My dog gives me a reason to get up. She plays and bumps into stuff. She teaches me that it should be a funny life. If I look like a fool, it's no one's place to shame. I agree with you. Animals can be a wonderful release. They can be great. I've owned rats, rabbits, cats, dogs, guinea pigs. They're wonderful little partners in life. They really are. And they take a tremendous amount of their owner's personality on. All of them. I've seen it happen in all of them. Oh, shit. Well, it went and jumped again, guys. So I'm going to run down to the bottom here real quick and just pop back up a little bit. Success pool endeavors, morals, ethics, values, and principles. Yes, indeed, every single time. I can't believe we're sitting on almost 400 people in this chat. Ridiculous. Absurd. Absurd. What's wrong with you all? And over 395 Fonzies. Hey, man, there it is. Excuse me. SCE can tell you when we first started doing live chats before good old YouTube demonetized me and stole like $1,200. We had streams where we had 1,200, 1,500, 1,800 people in the streams. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the motherfucker used to be jumping. What's that? D2 Flick Hernandez? Is that a diver down flag? I don't think that's a diver down flag, is it? Easter Inc. Hello, Hammerhand. Man, that's one crazy X. Typical soundbite of the westernized woman. How typical is that? That's amazingly common. Amazingly common. When they think that they've got your ass pegged, when they think that they've got you, that's how they sound. That's what they sound like. Just an amazing couple of recordings there. It shows the stupidity of people. It really does. It shows the greedy nature of females. And there's a lot of females out there that will say to their dying breath, that's just them. I don't think so. I don't think so. You are all raised with the ability. If some of you exercise a set of morals, congratulations. I don't see many of you. Excuse me. God damn. Pardon me. Got something in my fucking bronchial tubes, man. Oh, the flag of Trinidad. Okay, I got you there. Thank you, SCE. I appreciate that. Island Hermit RP, pain makes you stronger. Well, I don't know about making you stronger. I think it prepares you for a certain level of something, is what I think. You know, I've had a lot of pain inflicted on me, emotional and physical and spiritual. And you get down the road and your next trial shows up. It's like, okay, I kind of know what to expect. Yeah, kind of know what to expect. Red pill, eat the pain. Sometimes, absolutely. Resident of the Abyss, these dudes who have red pill relationships, YouTube channels who sell their programs for high prices and brag about their expensive cars and how much money they have are such arrogant clowns. Well, they're only doing what the market demands. They realize that they can get out there and monetize you just like broads can monetize you. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Those people are taking your fucking cash under dubious circumstances. Those people are taking your fucking cash under dubious circumstances. What's the commonality? What's the common difference? You're losing your cash. That's what's common. Them fuckers got it. Them fuckers got it. You're sitting here like this. Can't afford a fucking burger until Tuesday. Fuck that shit. T-Money, my ex murdered my best friend. My brother was falsely accused by 2 different exes and he spent thousands proving his innocence. A close friend thought he was the father. Years later, he was not. That sounds fucking awful. That sounds awful. It sounds awful. It sounds awful. And I'm glad that I have not had any dead people like that anyways in my story on my life path. There's been a few, but not in a love triangle or anything of that nature. Mark Lane, dogs are the best friends. Dogs can be real great if you don't mind hair and slobber and sloth. You know, I'm just giving you shit. Ben RP got a 4-legged alarm clock now. They keep you on a schedule. Yeah, they do, and they don't want to. They don't want you to be late, and they want you up 5 hours before work. Andre Walcott, just as bad as the ones in America. Yeah. R6. I don't understand how young dudes get with older women. Well, I don't know why that's hard to understand. Why is that hard to understand? It's flattering to the female. It's flattering to the male, right? And that's the way that your culture and society are pointed now. Older men are looked at as scumbags when they get with younger women. Older women are looked at as cougars and too fucking hot to touch when they get with younger boys, men. You see? 17 and 18, it may legally be a boy. He may legally be a boy, but is he? How mature is he? How mature is a 17 and an 18-year-old today? Fuck. Fuck, man. The fucking thing jumped again. Sorry about that. Successful Endeavors, Master Wrench. New America is a political group that actively promotes the system of usury. Yes, I know. Thank you. Captain Will Corona, 6 letters. Okay, I'm not reading all that. I'm sorry. I'm not getting into that. No offense, I'm not getting into that. Bass Banger, righteous indignation is not the same as anger. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Bass Banger, mercy is greater than wrath. It is. E7 Ernal Frost. I'm just going to call you Frost. Hi, Hammerhand. Love your content from England. Oh, man. England in the house. What's up, gang? Hey, look. While we've got about almost 400 of y'all in the house, this is something that I like to do from time to time, and I'm gonna go right to the bottom of the chat so I can watch this. You don't have to put your actual address. Put your country or your state. Go. I want to see who's here and from where. Oh, man. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Jeez, man. You know, look, when we say worldwide, when we say that MGTOW, the Red Pill, and monks are worldwide, bruh, look at this. Worldwide. Everywhere. There's no place now that does not know this. So there's no excuse. Jesus, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, man. I love that. I love seeing that. That's going to be the highlight of this stream right here, man. Look at all that representation. Look at that. You think that things aren't changing? Those motherfuckers out there ain't going to change anything. Why? They benefit from it. They benefit from your misery. They benefit from your pain. They benefit from your usury, your servitude, your broken fucking back. Everything that you can do that they can't. They benefit from that. They're not going to change it. So when you get your guys together, you get your men together, guess what happens? Change. Gentlemen, that is a massive St. Bose from Mos Eisley. Right on, man. You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Bitches. We are everywhere. Everywhere. Sirius C, Master Wrench. Let's talk. Please email Hammerhand. TMM@ProtonMail. Email me. I'll talk to you. Any day of the week. For Bolt, Hammerhead. You got more viewers than Donovan streams. Well, it's not a competition for me. It's not a competition for me, man. The folks that jump into this and get something from it, that's all I need. That's all I need. If it was one person here watching, I've said this many, many times. I don't do this for tens of thousands of people. I do this for one person. One person at a time, every single time. Sometimes it gets a little hectic, but it's always a reward for me. Always. What really gets under my skin is when I watch guys out there, and I won't mention no names, bullshit mindset. When I watch guys out there with 260 or 70,000 subs, and they're running a live stream, and there's 100 people in the live. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. Successful endeavors. Taiwan, the legitimate government. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely agreed. Solitude is profit. Welcome all newcomers here. Welcome. I meant to say that, and I did not say that. Welcome. As you can tell, over the last 3 weeks, there's been some pretty big changes here. Those shorts have really dropped a ton of folks on this channel. And I don't think that a lot of these people understand that this is a full-on MGTOW channel. I don't think a lot of people, even in this chat, realize how fucking rare it is to have a full-on MGTOW channel with headed towards 25,000 subs. Most of them all dropped the moniker. They wanted to keep their monetization. No, that didn't work. They all got demonetized, pretty much, except for the ones that toe the line. They'll mention MGTOW. They'll never put MGTOW in the chat unless it's something negative. They'll never head a video with MGTOW unless it's laced with negativity. That's just what they do. Folks, oh man, got my friend over here today. Hold on. See? Oh man. Was going to go out shooting today and didn't do it. I think I'm going to go out a couple of Thursdays from now. I'm going to get to Mossberg, get to 50 here, and go and blow some of them little targets up. Patio Furniture. That's such an awesome name. That's such an awesome name. Love this channel. Thanks, Hammerhand. Oh, you're welcome, man. Love you guys for popping in. The Populous Pimp, PPT, Master Wrench. The shorts were very successful. Yes, yes, they were, and they are, and they're continuing to be. They're getting a tremendous amount of traction, and they're bringing a lot of folks to this channel. So if those folks, any of those folks are in there right now, and I'm clearly some of them are, some of you are, this is kind of what the channel is about, man, is getting on here, just talking, bullshitting, sharing hobbies and habits and all of that stuff. And if we have people, man, if we have people that are just hanging on, that's another reason, the biggest reason, the only reason that channels like this should exist is to stop that from happening. No man should ever be in a position of deciding whether or not he's going to turn his lights off or not. Just my opinion. MGTOW Savior in the house. What's up, brother? It's been a minute. Let me get up in there and get that comment. There you go. MGTOW Savior, Master Wrench. You notice that I made you a wrench there, sir. Well deserved, by the way. Love your content. We don't get paid for this work. This is God's work by helping men. Only if you sell out, you're going to get paid. Yeah, well, yeah. Somebody just said Sandman is dope. Yeah. Island Hermit. Yeah, Sandman is. Sandman is like the gateway drug to MGTOW. You know what I'm saying? He just is. Douglas R., God bless Hammerhand for supporting victims. I'm never married and no kids. Freedom is priceless, and I have it. Yeah. Trent Vandersloot, got to go to work now. See you guys later. See you later, Trent. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciation. Shit. Excuse me again. MGTOW Life, Master Wrench. I hope you're feeling good, sir, and I hope that everything is going well with your medical deals. Gents. Forgotten Furion, a.k.a. Alap. Hephaestus. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm sure I'm supposed to get that, but I don't get it. Sparky C. These are unique times. Love you, Hammerman. Love you guys too. I mean that. 100%. You know, we don't have to be related or family for me to throw love your way. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Ed, truth, I started down the MGTOW rabbit hole with Sandman. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. He's probably over 100 million views by now. You know, that's monstrous. Monstrous. They'll be looking for ways to jack him off too and get him off of YouTube. You can't have people that are building and constructing their own realities and talking about their shit. These people don't want that. They do not want that. James Young, Sandman TFM got me started. I picked up Hammerhand from there. I've seen and dropped many channels after. Well, I'm glad that you're still here, James. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. R6, these PUAs are like little kids taking advantage of y'all. Well, they are. But people have to understand, if they don't get their biologies under control, if they don't get shit squared away in their own life, in their own headspace, what are they going to end up with? Empty fucking wallets and broken hearts. You have to start to accept the reality of what men and women are. Not a lot of folks have done that yet. It's big enough that it's making a dent, a big fucking dent, and it's being noticed everywhere. But you'll notice how they pass it off too. It's women that are waiting. It's not women that aren't being married. You know that whole my body, my choice bullshit? My wallet, my choice. There was a TikTok meme that came up not too long ago. Yes, I know, ass cancer TikTok. The broad gets on there. She's showing off her titties and her fucking clam is, you know, her pants are all stuffed in her clam. And she gets down there and she says, women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can. And then a guy comes behind her and says, men marry who they want. Women marry who they can. Ah, so, says the Chinese philosopher. It's very true. They control sexual access. We control everything else. And unless you're weak, unless you're uninformed, unless you're being driven by your biology, they lose. And it shouldn't be a us win and them lose kind of thing. But that's the situation that we're in. Everything is stacked against you as soon as you give up your rights there. Everything. None of that comes back to you. It all swings to them. Don't put yourself in that fucking position. Ever. Ever. Dougie Van Linton. Love you, brother. Charles Riston. He's a grifter, in my humble opinion. Are you talking about Sandman? I could not get on board with that. I've had a lot of lives with Sandman. I've had a lot of private conversations with Sandman, and I don't see grift in him. And he has been solid, consistent, and dedicated from day one. Messages never changed. So yeah, I definitely don't see grift in that. Red Ranger, Hammer, your shorts inspired me to do my own. Started as comedy for my army buddies, but now my subscriptions are growing. Congratulations. Big thumbs up, man. Fonzies. Glad other men are waking up and doing their own way and improving their lives. So am I. So am I. It's refreshing to see, but I promise you, it's going to get worse before it gets better. This system is struggling to hold on to this man. Oh yeah. This system is struggling to hold on to this man. Make sure that thing is plugged in. I keep getting this little wave here in my image there. I want to make sure that my battery's not fucking dying on me. The Polish Pony, what's your stance on Better Bachelor, i.e. Joker's content? I'm going to say he's a lot like Kevin Samuels in that respect. He drops red pills all day long. All day long. But a little while ago, he made a video, and in that video, he says, you know, guys, we got some females on here, and blah, blah, blah. And he told the men that they needed to silence themselves. That this space that fucking men built, he didn't do it, they did it. He told them, you know, if you can't do that, you know, howdy, and all that shit. And I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I was subbed to the channel. I've sat on a panel with him. And after that, I'm not subbed to the channel. You squelch men, you tell men that they have no right to their opinion, that they have to look out for all the women that are in your comments section now. I'm not on board with you. I know that it can be harsh. I know that it can be rough and tumble. Sometimes it can be downright unfair. I don't care. This life out here is fucking unfair. And if these bitches don't understand that, get off the internet. Don't come to the channels where you're going to get fucking trashed. But then again, all you need is somebody that gets 100,000 subs and their monetization gets threatened. Then they become a businessman before they become somebody trying to help you, trying to help men. At the same time, as harsh as that critique is, he offers a valuable service. It's valuable. He drops the shit out of red pills. If you're absorbing the red pills, like Kevin Samuels, if you're absorbing the red pills, you will be able to filter out the other bullshit, the stuff that naturally does not jive with the red pill, with MGTOW philosophy. And you will catch on to the idea that there's something not quite right there. And then you'll gravitate to other content down the road. You just will. It's just part of the way that things are done now, especially with people that are waking up. What was that? PK Grows. I found you thanks to Lord Commander Undead Chronic. Well, thank you. The warband is growing and running roughshod on cucks. Glad to see that. For those of you that don't know, by the way, the warband is Undead Chronic, Ribby the Party Frog, Taylor the Fiend, and Riker the Biker. Subscribe, like, share. Oh, man. Red Pill, thank you, brothers, one and all. Albert Gonzalez, peace out, brothers. Got to go. See you later, Albert. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Forgotten Furian, Hephaestus is the Greek god of blacksmiths, metalworking, carpentry, craftsmen, artisans, sculptors. Ah, I got you. So a talented motherfucker. D's nuts. Oh, man, and it just jumped. Look at that. I got saved, though. D's nuts. Replicant fish is good, too. Enough waffling. Enough waffling. Here, here. Woof, woof. Yes, I love replicant fish. I have been an avid follower for a long time. And that won't change unless, of course, he leaves. That's not going to change. And even then, I've got the MGTOW Mirror Project, and I can just jump right back into that shit. Mr. Hate Vicious is another one. E-Man67 is another one. Mr. Forma. Red Pill Elite. The Red Pill Elite Experience. My man. Took a while for him to find himself, but he finally did. And I appreciate the fact that he found himself and found his content, found his voice. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Bass Banger KS is an agent of the plantation. I would not disagree with that. That's how most of these PUAs and cucks and let's see, it just dropped off there. And those gynocentric dating coaches do their fucking business, man. They take that PUA game frame bullshit and they salt it with red pill. You see, there's a lot of infiltration going on, and you have to be smart enough to see it. You say, Hammer, how do you see it? Who is asking you to put money in their hand? Who's offering to sell you the next bang-up miracle solution that's going to get you into some bitch's pants? That's how you see it. That's how you see it. They can provide you with all the great messages in the world. At the end of the day, if they're monetizing you, they give you 25, 30, 40 nuclear fucking red pills in a row. Stretch it out over a month. Guess what? Guess what? If they're still telling you that you got to buy this program, or in order to get the super duper value superhero ring at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box, you got to come to the fucking convention hall and you got to pay the cash, well, you already know what time it is. You have a fleet of men on here that are giving you this information free. Free. I don't have a right to charge you. Now, some motherfucker is going to get wise and say, but somebody's dropping a PayPal link. Somebody's dropping a Teespring link. That's right. It's your choice. They're not connected to the message. You know what I'm saying? They're not connected to the message. Psychosoap in the house. Just saw my man pop up there. Good to see you, Soap. Good to see you. Elusive Mike. Did Hammer get banned from TikTok? Yes. Yes. I started another one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it up with a whole bunch of those shorts. I've got like 200 of those shorts. So I'm going to load it up with those shorts, and then I'm going to start going off with tagging it. And I want to get like 1,000 folks. You need 1,000 people on TikTok following you before you can do lives. So that might not be in the cards. I mean, my plate is pretty fucking full just trying to juggle all the shit that I'm doing already. So, maybe not. Maybe I'll just go there to get my red pills and drop them everywhere else. Jay Menon, I hope I got that right. Ever noticed married people hating on single men? Of course. Of course. Those single men have tremendous advantages if they've got their heads right. You ever notice people out there telling you, married men live so much longer. They make at least X amount of dollars more over the 30 years of blah, 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 blah. It's so attractive, right? So attractive. No thanks. I think people are really starting to wake up to the fact that the fairer sex, the strong, powerful, independent, the beautiful, they can do anything. Maybe that's kind of bullshit. Maybe that's bullshit. Maybe folks are opening their eyes for the first time in half a century to this nonsense. Hopefully, we'll see. R6, Monk, life till World War III starts. Well, let's hope that don't happen. Solitude is profit. I send positive energy to all of you here in the chat and to the host, obviously. Thank you. I'm feeling it. Oh, man. I'm feeling it. Let's go. Let's get some. Charles Restone. TFM is a G2. No matter what anybody thinks about TFM, that motherfucker's got it going on. Always has. Like I said, no matter how you receive the message, he is absolutely dedicated, never wavered or deviated. I know everybody likes to point to the Misandry Today and TFM deal. It's really irrelevant. It's water under the fucking bridge. They're both doing their own thing, and they're both pulling in the direction of helping men. So let's focus on what's really important. Pulse Kebab, Master Wrench, proper garden tools. Yeah, they are. Oh, what we got there? James Young at JC, he put a lot of work into that. Can't fault a man for that. Absolutely. One Fast Dak at MGTOW Life. Vention MGTOW, true gentlemen. Yes, they are, and we love them. Coiled Steel, better bachelor, becoming a sack of cash. Money hungry simp. Well, look, like I said, the man drops fucking red pills everywhere. If he had not cut that video that I asked men to fucking squelch themselves, I wouldn't have a bad word to say about him. I really wouldn't. But I can't stand that shit. I can't stand that. And I've gone through this is my 4th channel. Chronic's on his 15th fucking channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We have sit there and gotten fucking pounded for this stuff because we don't ask people to censor themselves. I'm not going to ask you to censor yourself. If you come on here with some stupid shit and I know that it's going to cause me problems, I'll delete the comment. That's it. People that intentionally start shit stirrers, fire starters, you're already on the list. Adios, you're gone. Don't even bother posting a comment because I know what they are. I know what they're designed to do. I'm going to get rid of you. It's that simple. Now, if you got some real hostile shit that you want to say, email me. You know how to email me. I'll take it up there. Bass Banger, World War III already happened. You missed it. Yeah, there's a lot of folks that say that. Tracy Wilburn at Hammerhand. I'm damn near 60 and never knew about MGTOW or Red Pill until just a few years ago. Never married because I never thought changing myself for a woman was worth it. You damn right. It's not. It's not. That's why you see all of the really destructive shit going on with women. Well, it's one reason anyways. It's not all of it, but it's one very significant reason. They go out there and they get their fake titties, they get their fake ass, they get their vaginoplasty, they get their hymen put back in, they get fake eyes, fake eyelashes, fake fucking hair. The fucking hair-hatted hooligans are running around like mad. They're just gone. They're all insane. They're fucking cracked. Right? How do you know what you've got? If they're that fucked up, they're not the person that you're looking at. You know? They're not. They're not the person that you're looking at. They are a fishing lure. They are designed to cast out, to catch that motherfucking simp fish. That's what they want. When they go to bed at night, they sleep in all their shit. Oh man, it's fucked up. That's white women and black women and everybody else that mimics them. They're whack. Timothy Sokal. All my married friends have Stockholm Syndrome. They have to. They have to. If they don't have Stockholm Syndrome, what are they going to do? They're going to wake up and realize where they're at. That they've invested 1 decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. Oh, fuck. Death in a casket are right around the corner. What have I done with my life? They have to have Stockholm Syndrome. They have to. Hey, this fucking bitch skipped again. Pardon my language. Mr. Wingo, almost lost my life because of a woman 5 years ago. Removed her from my life and my life improved. Be about your grind. Get and stay on your purpose. You're a legend, good sir. MGTOW for life. Oh, you're talking about my master Wrench? Yeah, he is a legend. He's been through some shit. He's been through some shit. Excuse me. Alternative positivity. Tracy Wilburn lucked out. At Tracy Wilburn lucked out. Yeah. Timothy Sokal, Coiled Steel. Yeah. Unicorn GTR. Amen. Sirius C. Welcome to the club at Tracy Wilburn. Bass Banger. She points and the state destroys. That's the trip hammer. That's the mechanism. It's the accusation. The accusation has been weaponized. You don't need any proof anymore. You don't. Shaynect, please, MCU, don't make a Secret Wars. Oh, man. It'll be all the bitches. It'll be all the broads. They're going to save all the guys. They're going to save them. Life itself is going to be revealed to be female. And fuck that bitch. Fuck her. James Young, I work with 2 hair-hatted hooligans, you poor son of a bitch. I would think about changing my job. I really would. They better be really fucking nice and on their purpose, because they step out of line even a little bit. They get even a little squirrely, I'd be changing jobs. I wouldn't work with them. Sorry about that, guys. Neo Hanser, it's the MCU now. Yeah, it is. It is. And when you consider for just a minute, especially like with WandaVision, that series sucked, in my opinion. There were spots in every episode that it was like, God, why can't the rest of the episode be like that? That's all that I took from that. And then when you come to find, at the end of it, I don't want to spoil this for anybody, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So spoilers for the next 60 seconds, if you haven't seen it and you're interested. At the end of it, Wanda, Scarlet Witch, she's come out as the Scarlet Witch. She's Scarlet Witch now, right? She's holding the Darkhold, right? Nobody gets into the Darkhold without alerting Doctor Strange and Mephisto. When I saw the Darkhold, I was like, are you going to bring Mephisto into this? Are you fucking kidding? Okay, maybe this first season of shit was worth it. They didn't even know who Mephisto was. They had no idea. They did not know who Mephisto was. They just thought the Darkhold was cool and it was a sorcery book That's how they filmed it. That's what the show writer said. Who's Mephisto? We don't know. Good God. Mr. Sam, lost your hammer. What happened? Uh-oh, I don't know. Excuse me, gents. SCE, Sirius C, could you please ask DR to update that list? Thank you. Schlitz Malt Liquor. Schlitz Malt Liquor Beer. You work to move heaven and earth for them, and they don't respect you. There's a lot of them. A lot of them. And there's so many of them, as a matter of fact. You just stay away. Just stay away, because you never know which one you're going to get. You don't. You can't depend on it anymore. You know, it's fucked. You son of a bitch. It jumped again. Pissing me off. There you go. Ader Nefarium at Hammerhand. It's funny how women think the Knight's Code, a.k.a. chivalry, was meant for them. Well, it wasn't, but a couple of broads in France made it that way 900 years ago. Thank you, Paul Elam. If you do some work and a little bit of diligence on the history of chivalry, you'll see what chivalry actually is, what it's been co-opted into, and why people think they need it. MGTOW Life, I spent time polishing my Indian and my Harley. Man, a couple of awesome names there. Vehicles I'd never have if I were married. You can put next to that you'd never have if you had a fucking girlfriend. You can't have your life and one of them. You can't have your life and a girlfriend or a wife. You can't. That's just the way that it is now. So fuck them. I chose my life, and I'm okay with that. There's a few people out here that ain't okay with that, but I don't care. Ben RP, 24-year-old, out-of-shape hair hat co-worker. She told me she had a crush on me. She was not happy with the face I made, but you know, I've been crushing on you for a while. This is Ben. Thanks. But I could see all my stuff going missing. 42-year-old male. Fuck yeah, it would. Timothy Sokol. I saw a TV commercial where women were airbrushing their face. Oh man, that's been on for a long time. Lobal. Hope I got that right. War paint is so good now I can't tell the difference between it and magic. Yeah, it's trap. It's fucking crap. Carl, Admiral Akbar said it best when it comes down to women. It's trap. It's a trap. Gents, it's a trap. It doesn't matter. Natural beauty, fake beauty, it's all designed to hook you. All of it. Oh, Davids with a bunch of ones and threes. I'm just going to call you Davids. Whenever I see a whammon that looks hot, I'm not impressed because it's all fake. Well, they can look fantastic, right? They can look fantastic. And you can be like, man, she looks fantastic. But that's where it should end. It shouldn't go any farther than that. It shouldn't make your dick hard. It shouldn't get your hormones jumping. It shouldn't make you want to ask her out. It shouldn't. That's just it. Shouldn't be anything else. Hostile MGTOW, evening, gentlemen. What's up, HM? 434 of you insane son-of-a-bitches in this chat. Almost 500 Fonzies. Hey. Oh, man, that's amazing. It's amazing. Bass Banger, thank you, God, for logic, reason, intellect, and humor. Why didn't you give it to everyone? Schlitz Malt Liquor, my married friends get pissed when you drop red pills on them. Most refuse the knowledge. Painful to watch these guys living a miserable existence. I know of 3 of them at my job right now. 3 guys. 2 of them are under 30. 1 of them is in the twilight of his career as a mechanic. And the only thing that he can talk about is how his wife and his kids are set up when he dies. Bass Banger, the new Dark Age is one EMP away. Yeah, Zool, my man. How you doing? Marvel is never going to redeem itself at this point. No, they're unless they turn everything around. I mean, seriously, fire Kevin Feige. Get fucking rid of Kevin Feige. Get him out of there. Was he the architect of the initial success, Iron Man to Endgame? I'm not so sure. There had to be somebody else there. There had to be somebody else laying the groundwork, and he was just the front man. He was the figurehead. There had to be somebody else. Because this motherfucker is fucking up everything. He's screwing up everything. It's hard to believe it's the same guy. So, yeah, don't know. Get him out of there. MGTOW Life. When a man controls his biology, he becomes unstoppable. They don't stand a fucking chance. If you've got your biology in control, let me give you an example. Go back to my last 2 long-form videos on this channel. The example is when she's in there throwing the pussy at me, when she's in there baring her titties, when she's in there with all of her sexual innuendo, my brain is not suggesting to me how to fuck her. You have to train yourself to do this. It wouldn't have mattered if it was the hottest bitch on earth. If I could go to Build-A-Bitch in the mall, make my ideal bitch, and have her do that same shit, it wouldn't have mattered. Get your biology under control, they don't stand a chance. Get your lockout game tight, they don't stand a chance. Thank you, Lion of MGTOW. Lion of MGTOW, as far as I'm concerned, originated the lockout game. That is, keep your shit tight. Don't put your resources into people that are ingrates and ungrateful. Don't go trying to turn a whore into a housewife, because you can't. It's like trying to tell a zebra or a leopard to change their stripes and their spots. They can't. There's no such thing as a reformed whore. No such thing. Gents, no such thing. My God, are we really over 2 hours? Over 2 hours. 2 hours and 12 minutes. 441 of you madcaps in this house right now watching this old asshole speak. Thank you. 503 Fonzies. Hey. I'm going to go jump a shark. Fuck that shark. Oh, man. Island Hermit. Mephisto should have been in WandaVision at the very fucking least. Ending that series like that, there should have been an indicator that they knew who Mephisto was. Maybe Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, didn't understand what was going on with the Darkhold, but maybe Doctor Strange understood that Mephisto would be awakened. There had to be something there to tease that, and these fucking imbeciles didn't know it. They didn't know it. They don't have your best interest at heart, folks, as far as storytelling is concerned. All of these stories are designed to replace and supplant the white man, the evil, racist, white man, colonizer. Timothy So-Called, I'm stuck in California. I see everything from pierced mohawk pink hairs to tattooed soy boys to devil disciples. Got a thick skin with my second purple heart. Well, thank you for your service. And thank you for taking 2 bullets. Or whatever they were. Yeah, you need a thick skin to be in California, I'm sure, especially Southern Cal. SoCal is bullshit. It jumped again, you son of a bitch. T-Money, Hammerhand. Do local government family courts rely on Title 4D reimbursements to maintain and grow local family courts jobs, mainly feminist? Yes, they do. Every time there is a Title 4D hearing, your judge ceases to become a judge and becomes a magistrate. They devolve their title. Plain and simple. They're sworn to one set of rules under the Constitution, under state law, no matter where it's at. And once they oversee a Title 4D hearing, they're working contractually with the Title 4D corporation. Plain and simple. Well, maybe it's not so simple, but I understand it. They cease to become a judge and become a magistrate. You walk in there because you feel compelled to. They compel you to walk in there and sign your rights away. Plain and simple. If you've done this, you must put together a cease and desist and tell them that you rescind your permission. You got to get a form letter together. I happen to know somebody. The Amen Osiris is excellent at this. You're going to pay a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Get yourself a copy of Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition only, and start studying the terms. Start understanding what you've been turned into. Somebody calls themselves a citizen of the United States or a person here, you have automatically rescinded your humanity, and you don't even know it. You're operating under corporate speak. But we won't get into that here. Title 4D is not law. Not law. It is a statute, and it operates under color of law. They operate it like it's a law. It's not legal. And if you know these things, you can tell them to go fuck themselves. And all you got to do is get 50-50 custody of your children. You pay for them when you got them. The old lady pays for them when she's got them. You're not obligated to cover her. If you walked away or she walked away, it's irrelevant. You don't have to pay for another person's life because they decide not to be with you or you decide not to be with them. Thumper, I'll hit it, but I'm not going to go write a check against it. I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to let her leech off of me. I hear you, but you're still putting yourself at risk. And these bitches get smarter about this every single day. Every time they see one of their buddies walk away with a paycheck, they're like, how can I do that? They don't care about you, man. They don't care about you. Don't put yourself in that position. Coats to coats. You can't reverse the notch count. No, you can't. The body count's devastating, and they know it. Mystery at Hammerhand. Hey, Hammer, I'm the oldest brother of 4 kids. I was lucky enough to find MGTOW when I did. I was wondering when's the appropriate time to start teaching the little ones. Excuse me. Right now. ASAP. As soon as possible. When you see 5th graders and 4th graders being Me Too'd by packs of ravening fucking little girls, it's never too early. Never too early. Plain and simple. It's never too early to start them. You don't have to drop or force feed red pills down their throat. Every time you see the example, every time you see a situation, you say, now what's going on over here? Now, why do you think she did that? Why do you think he did that? You know? And you can start the process there. It's just slow, consistent, and steady dispensation of those red pills. That's it. You're not too young, ever. They teach girls in pre-K about rape, about misogyny, about all this fucking crap out here that gets these little boys into a lot of trouble. They're being taught one thing, and those boys out there, they're being left out in the cold. It's never too early. Never. MGTOW Life. Same here at MGTOW Monger. Oh, man, I didn't see Monger in there. Salute. Tell Zeitgeist Eater I said, what's up? Laga 16. Claremont could write a strong woman, think Ripley and Aliens, but damn, what a storyteller. Chris Claremont, I agree. Anybody can write good characters if they're not driven by their sex or their skin color. You don't need to be a certain thing to write about a certain thing. You don't need to be. Is it more authentic? I think it could be. But if you do your research, like a lot of good, great writers have done, guess what? You're not going to know. And then you've got a great story. You know, if you want if you want these blacks, these Chinese, these minorities, no matter where they're at, let's say anybody other than whites, to be doing this shit, get them interested in it. You don't just go pick them just because they're not there. You don't. It doesn't make any sense. And you notice how they conveniently ignore all of the shit that's out there already that's dominated by other than whites. Football, baseball, basketball. You know, they never talk about that. They never talk about that shit. There ain't too many white people left in those sports. And the ones that are left, they're trying to drive them out. So yeah, we got lots of problems, gang, but haven't we always? We've always had lots of problems. We just got to fight it and go through it. Do our thing. Coiled Steel, with all the feminist PC cancel culture woke crap now, could never make a Predator movie today. There's a lot of things that you can't do today that you could do even 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Don't worry. The bottom is coming. It's coming. These folks will get to the creative, moral, and ethical bottom of everything that they're doing. And it's not that far away. Not that far away. Ruben Terrazas? I don't know about that. I know I butchered that, man. Preach, Hammerhand. Yes, sir. Red pill. I didn't go to work. So to catch this live, are you shitting me, man? Don't blow off a day of work. Love you guys. No homo, bro. Laughing out loud. No homo taking, my man. We love you back. The fix was in. Shout out from the UK, Hammer. Man, you just missed the session where everybody kind of ID'd where they were, sort of kind of where they were. Fantastic shit. All over the world. All over the world. Big ups to England. Y'all got your fair share of shit to deal with, too. That's going to be fun. MGTOW Monger. Vention, let me know Hammerhand was on, but I don't see Vention in here at the moment. I think he's lurking around. If you're lurking, Vention, hello. What's up, Monger? Bass Banger. Underground Media, it's waiting to happen. Yes, it is. MGTOW Life just got a notification from CGA. Fuck that guy. A lot of people kind of agree with that. You know, when you tell your peeps that unless they start coming out of their pockets, you're going to play annoying music or end the fucking stream. Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's not a businessman. That's not a way to run a fucking business that was built on the backs of men. It's not. That's how you pull the fucking switch-o, change-o, and you start monetizing motherfuckers. Everybody's got to make their choices, but everybody's got to live with them too. We run on down to the bottom. Vention MGTOW sounding off. I'm here. Great show, brother. Good to see you guys, man. All y'all showing up just to watch this tired old motherfucker that don't know shit talk shit. There you go. 523 Fonzies. Hey. MGTOW Life, we're on the same path. Vention, just different approaches. We will win and continue to help men. Sure. Successful endeavors. Mark Lane, Pop, and Blake do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that most don't know about. If Blake shills, it's because none of this is convenient to do. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. Like I said before when this came up earlier in this stream, there's not a lot. There's a few folks out there that really want me to say fuck Terrence Pop, and fuck Greg Adams. And I disagree with some of the shit that they do. And I just said fuck that shit about Adams because you can't do that. Not in my opinion. You can't do that. But I'm not going to ignore the fucking thermonuclear wave of red pills that these guys have dropped. I'm not going to invalidate all of that because of a couple of bad decisions. Now, when you start endorsing usury, you get the fucking gate. You get the gate. Plain and simple. MGTOW Monger, angry MGTOW would pull that same shit that CGA is doing. Yes, I know. That's one of the things that got that son of a bitch in trouble. Pay for the stream to continue the stream. Yeah, that was bullshit. I remember the first time I tuned into that fella's channel and I saw that happening. I was like, is this for fucking real? I mean, are you really just you're gut punching guys to give you money in order to get information? Are you fucking kidding? And that was it. That was it. I never even took the time to subscribe to that original Angry MGTOW channel because of that. That was the first time that I tuned into it and I was seeing that. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Success Pool Endeavor is inconvenient to do. Oh, yeah, we got you. T-Money. Hey, Vention, hope life is being good to you. Life is being good to that man. You know, he's got some things to sort out, just like we all do. But, yeah, Vention's good. I'm not trying to speak for him, but, you know. Everyday MGTOW, give them nothing, line of MGTOW would say. Another great content creator. The guy does not have a sub count that is indicative of his knowledge and the things that he blasts out there. It's unfathomable to me that his sub count has not recovered. So yeah, if we can get one of the wrenches to put up line of MGTOW's channel, I would appreciate the shit out of it. If you guys want to hear good ass content and you want to hear a brother just start ripping on shit, you should be listening to this fella, in my opinion. Now, if he's not your thing, then it's all good. You do what you got to do. But I would appreciate each and every one of you going over there and subbing to that man. Let's get him back where he belongs. He's only got a couple thousand subs, and that's just unrealistic. Just unrealistic. Serious C just put it in the chat. Thank you very much, Master Wrench. Serious C. The Polish Pony, I was Me Too'd in middle school. Let the system fall and burn. The law of supply and demand will force them to cut their baloney, stop investing time and resources into a losing arrangement. Couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. And the only people that really say that loudly are the people that get fucked. See, the thing is that people that are getting fucked now are starting to outnumber those that haven't been fucked over. That's a problem. We see that teeter-totter doing this. Well, that teeter-totter's falling over. It's falling over. There's a lot of people on the other side weighting down the scales of Lady Liberty. And she's not blind. And she shouldn't be a she. That's that. Real MGTOW Luigi, and it just jumped. Of course the fuck it did. I hate that shit. Hang on one second. Real MGTOW Luigi, we have fought off many attacks on MGTOW over the past few years, and now we are entering a glorious time of MGTOW victorious peace and harmony, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree with that. When things start to get quiet over here, things are starting to get not quiet over here. That's the way that it's always been, and that's the way that it will always be. I was thinking about it today. You always kind of see this ebb, this flow upward with MGTOW, then it levels out. It never drops. Then it levels out. You know what I'm saying? Then you see another surge upward, then it levels out. Then you see another surge upward, it never falls off. The only people that fall off are the ones that want to keep money in their pockets. I'm not saying that that's a criminal thing, but it's certainly not the most ethical thing, in my opinion. My opinion. Excuse me. Troy Druniak, did I get that right? I hope I got that right. Should have had dueling banjos playing in the background of the slingback vids. Yeah, well, yeah, I might have. Maybe I just changed my mind. MGTOW Monger, Blake and Pop are good, but they're hanging out with the slurs of the manosphere. I don't disagree with that. That's what I said earlier. I cannot invalidate all of the good that these guys have done, but that choice, that's a bad choice. It's a bad choice. Shit goes wrong, it's not going to be on the people that organized that pile of shit. They don't care. It's going to be on everybody that accepted the invite. And that has a good chance of ruining those motherfuckers, which sucks, because I wouldn't want to see that happen. Zool, Aaron Clary wants $100 to answer a question. Well, I thought he wanted $800 to tell you how to be a minimalist. Thanks, Aaron Clary. That's what I talk about when I say motherfuckers use people. $100 to answer a fucking question? That's no worse than a fucking thought walking up on you, bearing her pussy and say, $50 and you're in. It's no different. Scumbags. That's some scumbag shit. I'm sorry. I have no respect for that kind of shit. Especially when you got guys like Cooper that are out there and they say, yo, I mean, if somebody's willing to pay $1,000 for my advice, really? Really? That's the comeback? That's the rebuttal to that? And of course they're gonna find suckers everywhere. People that are just hanging on for the sake of hanging on. And they're gonna fucking fleece them and fuck them. I mean, right? Fuck them. Do they deserve to lose their money? I don't know. Should you get some value for your money? Are you going to pay $1,000 to somebody and then go out and immediately have somebody roll your fucking underwear down and start fucking banging on you? Are you? No, of course not. It's criminally stupid that people think like this, but they do. They do. I wish I could change that, but you know. MGTOW Life, gotta run, gents. I'm doing well and better each day. That's always a blessing. Stay single, stay free, get your biology in check, and watch your health. Always improve, build, and support men. Take it easy, gents. Talk to you later. See you later, Master Wrench. MGTOW Life. Thanks for checking in, brother. I appreciate you. Johnny 5 at MGTOW Monger. The CME speech for $2,000 really pissed me off. God, I hope you didn't pay anything for that. Serious C, I have a clip of angry MGTOW admitting in a live stream that he used men for money and laughter. Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen it. There's another one of JB Gunner out there that says he just uses any old fucking buddy that does the thing. You can probably find all of these guys out here, these fucking dating cockroaches, these dating coach roaches. You can find them out there. Probably not on video, but talking amongst themselves. God, I can't believe how much money we make off these fucking suckers. Bet. SCE, Monger, you know how much I despise PUAs. Michael McKinney, line of MGTOW is on fire as well. Hell yeah, he is. That motherfucker has been dropping some nuclear red pills here over the last month or so. They've just been fantastic. Bing, 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 bing. Serious C, line of MGTOW's channel link is now in the chat. Gentlemen, please, you want to see some good shit. You want to hear some good shit. You want to get a different take on the same thing that we're saying. Go over there and subscribe to that man's channel. 417 of you monsters, 2.5 hours into this chat. Thank you very much. 538 funsies. Oh, thanks, gents. I appreciate you. That's good, man. That's good. It's not 10,000, but guess what? It's somebody. Charles Ristone, Lion of MGTOW is a gangster. Yes, he is. Coiled Steel, Real MGTOW Luigi. Nope, it's too early to celebrate with Biden and the feminists, authoritarian cocksuckers, heels up Harris in office. Yeah, it is, man, because I think before their terms are out and they're done, I think that they're going to do some serious damage as far as that shit is concerned. They already re-upped VAWA, didn't they? Violence Against Women Act, basically the Persecution of Men Act is essentially what that is. MGTOW Monger at Johnny 5. Yeah, that's insane. For that, you could get excellent dental care and recovery in Mexico and a few trips to the massage parlors. Not to mention stay in Mexico for 2 months easy. For $2,000, guys. Come on, man. Think outside the box a little bit. Absolutely. Alliance Contracting. Even Donovan had some good points, but him and Coach had to get off my list. Pop's still worth the time. I don't disagree with that. Serious C, take care at Patio Furniture. There you go. Shaynect, hold masculine frame. The fuck out of here. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck that shit. Fuck frame. And that's what guys men have to get away from that. You have to get away from that. It's just asinine. It's asinine to go down that path, to think that you're going to do something different in your life. You get draped up, you get a stack, you go out and put some rims on your car, and you're going to get up. No, you're going to attract a maggot. That's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract a fucking leech. That's what you're going to attract. Lion of Midtown in the house, my man. Just sent some folks over to your channel. I hope you get a few subs out of that, brother. Crummy VCR, I think we don't need hope anymore. Hope is for fools. What we need is a defined plan, and we need to act on it. We've got the plan. We've got the plan. Control your biology. Get your ass in line. Get your shit in gear. Start thinking with your head. This head. I know that that's a saying down there, right? Just think with the big head, not the little head. For real. Find out what's driving you to this shit. Cut it off. I don't mean your dick. Don't actually cut your dick off. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You disable, you turn off the circuit breaker for the hardwiring. It can be done, gentlemen. I've done it. It can be done. You just see these people for what they are, for the threat that they represent to your life. Those circumstances change, then it might be a discussion. For me, it's not a discussion. If they run down the laws tomorrow and they say, strike it, strike it, strike it, strike it, they're all fucking gone, fuck all of them, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going back to that shit. I don't want to share my life with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I like what I got. I like doing what I do. You know, take you on a tour of this room sometime. This big ass room. I like what I do. I like getting in my fucking bed and splaying out. You know what I mean? I like that. I like waking up on my own terms and going to bed on my own terms. And if I want to turn on a video game, I can do it. If I want to watch a fucking movie, I can do it. If I want to sit here all day, I can do it. I don't like having to keep up with other people's demands and schedules. Fuck all that. One Fast Dak 47. How do you get me a master wrench? You ask. I'll go back through the chat later on when this uploads, and I'll take care of you. You've been here long enough. Gents. Getting down to the end of this here chat, and I think I'm probably going to cut this one down here in just a few minutes. And Michael McKinney, and no fee-fails, why don't you do this and do that? And why don't you look a certain, and why can't we go to dinner and my friend's birthday's cousins, blah, 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 blah. Don't want that either. Successful endeavors, Lion of Midtown, Hammerhand has been giving you props, sir. I'm not giving them all props, man. And I know, what's his man? I know what, E-Man 67, he's on the list too. Mr. Forma, on the list. You know, all of them. Like I said earlier in this stream here, you know, Red Pill Elite, that brother has worked on himself. He's gotten himself squared away. There ain't no reason to be hating on motherfuckers because you disagree with them somewhere down the line. Did shit go wrong? Yeah. Did he pay the price? Yeah. Did he learn from it? I hope so. Did he steal anybody's fucking money? Nope. Did he beat motherfuckers over the head with usury? Nope. You can't take somebody that spits consistent logic and red pills and shit can them because you have a disagreement somewhere down the road. You work out the disagreement. You figure it out. You have to. If you do that type of shit with everybody that you encounter in your life, it's going to be you on Lonely Island. No one else is going to be there. You will have eliminated all of your potential assets. And yes, these men in this community are assets. Abso-fucking-lutely. Can't be that short-sighted, fellas. Can't be that short-sighted. Mr. Hate Vicious in the fucking house. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Red Pill Elite did nothing wrong from Mr. Hate Vicious, Master Wrench. Bridges don't fly. BDF in the house. Ha! And people wonder why I drink. I don't wonder. I know. I know. 001. One day I'll have a hockey mask of my own. I think a lot of people will. Excuse me, gents. Excuse me. High Fly G123. Man, it's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, at Hammerhand, sometimes you have to agree to the 90%. You agree and then agree to disagree. Yeah, look, I agree with you. See, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it. This is just the way that it is, man. I mean, that's the way that life is, and that's the way that it's got to be. 411 of you crazy some of my bitches up in here watching this. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. 563 Fonzies. Oh, that's got to be an all-time record. It's an all-time record. Ader Nefarium at Hammerhand. I want to work out, but I've been lacking the motivation. Do you know a way for me to get into that mindset? Yeah, you could watch videos that show people that are similarly constructed to you transform their bodies. Absolutely. And you got to make sure that you're banging on a gym for the right reasons. Is it because of your fitness? Is it because somewhere deep inside you want to be more attractive? Do you want to be more attractive for you, or do you want to attract people? You know? And yeah, like Mr. Wingo says, just do it. You don't need a certain plan, not immediately. Just get in there, get into a routine. Try not to get into a bad routine, because you can develop bad habits at the gym. A lot of people develop bad habits at the gym, especially thought chasing. Fuck them. But yeah, I mean, my first piece of advice on something like that would be to figure out what your motivation for jumping into the gym is. And then I think that you can extrapolate from that point. Everything depends on you knowing why you're there. Everything. That's just normal. You know, when I went into the gym 20 fucking years ago, I went into the gym, lost a tremendous amount of weight. Well, I didn't lose shit. I worked my ass off to get the weight off, to build the fucking muscle. You know, did it make me better as a person? Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. I'm not going to say that it would have the same effect on you. What I'm going to say is that you got to really know your reasons for jumping into the gym and transforming your body. You got to know why you're doing it. And you can't lie to yourself. Don't fool yourself. Don't give yourself false reasons. If you're doing it to go in there, and I'm not saying that you are, but if you're doing it to go in there and become more attractive to women so that you can get female adulation and validation, you must admit that to yourself. You must. Then you can start off on the right foot. Would I recommend you do it? Probably not. But if that's your motivation, then that's your motivation. It's not my motivation. That's why I was never really very consistent with going to the gym. I stayed in for a year, accomplished what I needed to accomplish, and I got out. So, yeah. High Fly G, and it fucking jumped. Of course it jumped. Of course it fucking jumped, and I can't find my spot. There it is. Yeah, at Hammerhand, sometimes you have to go. Okay, we already got that one. Successful Endeavors dropped eman67's channel link in the chat. Please, gentlemen, please, another quality content producer. You want good shit? You want good, solid red pills? Veterans? Jump on it. James Young at Mr. Hate Vicious, salute! Haven't seen any videos from you in a while. My man does work outside of YouTube. We all do. He does work outside of YouTube. So, Charles Restone, he posts less now. That's all right. He still posts, and you've still got the MGTOW Mirror Project. Serious C dropping Mr. Hate Vicious's channel in the chat. You want some great shit? Go get it. Go get it. It's right there for you. Oh, crummy VCR. My friends keep telling me red pill is a bunch of crap, yet they are controlled by desire and pussy. I'm spitting back at them with logic and they fucking hate it. Of course they fucking hate it. Misery loves company. Misery loves company, brother. You know what I'm saying? You start stacking that fucking green, you get your lockout game tight, like our friend Lion says. Guess what's going to happen? Your pockets will get fat, your confidence will get swole, hoes will notice, and then you're going to really be tested. Mr. Forma is in the chat. Channel description is also in the chat. Sub these men up. Support these men that support you. Island Hermit RP, hockey mask time. Isn't that a TFM line? I thought that was an RPM line. I never heard TFM say that. That doesn't mean that he didn't, but I never heard him say that. Jeremy Noblet, glad I could make it to the stream. Glad you could too, brother. Glad you could too. Glad to see you. There it is. High Fly G123. Anyways, hope Mike the MGTOW man is doing okay since he went ghost. I hope that he is too. I hope that he is too. I haven't heard anything from Mike in a while. Last I heard, he was in Florida. That was the last I heard. But it's cool. His channel's still up. All of his old shit is still there. Still good. Man has to ghost for a while and do his thing and get on his fucking purpose. Then that's what he's got to do. I'm not going to fault anybody for getting off of social media to get their life right. I'm not going to do that. You should do that. Reality check required. TDEE calculator to get calories and macros. Yes. Adernefarium, I want to be the warrior that's inside. Then you must carve that motherfucker out. You must chisel that warrior out. Get that vision of what you want and go get it. It costs you nothing but a gym membership. If that. Maybe you can buy some free weights and stick them in your living room or something. You don't need to go to a gym. They're just havens for fucking vampires anyways. ER6, everyone donate 5. No, we ain't doing that. I appreciate the thought, but no, I ain't doing that. Success Pool Endeavors, Serious C, it's round like a pizza, a record, or a pancake. Dave B, I work out to physically feel better with my health, and that's a great reason for doing it. If you start bulging, great. If you're not bulging, great. If you're getting something out of it, that's all that matters. Timothy Sokol, commit to change, the rest will follow. Very good words. Excellent words. Saint Bo, remember, gents, dropping pounds saves knees. Your knees and your back will thank you. I can attest to this firsthand. Chronic back and ankle issues for carrying 240 fucking pounds around extra. Yeah. That sucks. And you don't notice how bad it sucks until you get there. And then there's no taking it back. ER6, how Hammerhand get 2 dislikes? Oh, I could offer a few takes on that. Dave B, got to get some supper later, guys. Catch you later, Dave. Awesome seeing you here. Serious C, Undead Chronics channel description is in the chat. Gentlemen, if you want some red pill, comedic, sarcastic, cushy type of analysis on the thoughtery, the fucketry, and the cucketry that's going on around here, subscribe to Undead Chronic and the Warband. You won't regret it. Island Hermit RP, if you're just getting started into working out, do calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats. You can get jacked with those. Definitely. Goldschlager at Hammerhand, pretty new here. Glad that people like you exist. Well, thanks. There's several people that are not glad that people like me exist. Thanks for being and doing what you do. Thank you very much for showing up. Welcome aboard. Excuse me. Andrew Freeman, transmuting the need for female validation into inner validation and learning to love yourself more than a woman is a biological feat, but within your grasp, it sure as fuck is. Absolutely is. Absolutely. Shinobi Wan. Oh, Chicken Church is in the house. I recommend escaping the city. Yeah. If you live in a city, man, and you can get out, get out. Get out. Noah Matthews, starting is the hardest part. Once you're in and slowly, and you go slowly, get results, motivation comes in abundance. I can attest to that. It's true. High Fly G, it's always a choice, so working out is all relative. There is always a choice when you are giving up. I agree with that too. Absolutely. Can't disagree with that. Damn, that motherfucker jumped, boy. ER6, I want to live longer because I found out I had a kid because my baby mama lost him to foster care. Well, goddamn. That's awful. And I hope that you have something to do with the child. I hope you have some options there. I really do. I really do. Fathers should be involved with their children. The lack of fathers, the lack of male mentoring and guidance in children is a gigantic reason for the bullshit that you see out here in society today. And that is intentional. That should scare the shit out of you. That is on purpose. I fought my ass off to stay involved with my kids. I got my son. Couldn't get my daughter. But I got my son. So. MGTOW Monger, fasting is interesting if you want to lose some weight and bring your food intake under control. Yeah. Your stomach shrink up a little bit when you fast 4 or 6 days and you start off slow, very slow. And you will be shocked when you go back and you think about the excessive amount of food that you were eating. You don't need to do that. Nobody needs to do that. Most people eat 10 times more food a day than they actually need to survive. Frank Rizzo, thanks for the MGTOW content. Even though the alphas shame me for being a simp, I still enjoy learning of the women's nature. Well, you have a choice. You don't have to be a simp. And let me tell you something about these alphas. Anybody that's going to run around and try to knock you over because you're suffering from biological weakness has a thing or two to learn about themselves. I'm not going to call them anything other than what they call themselves. It's their right. They can do that. If they think that they're getting pussy doesn't make you an alpha. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that you understand that. That's a very common misconception. Getting pussy does not make a man an alpha, and it doesn't make him a man. Plain and simple. The way that you live your life, the way that you conduct yourself, the way that you stick to your morals, ethics, values, and principles, bedrock foundations for men today. It's more valuable than gold. It is. That's what makes you a man. Your ability to keep your word, your ability to get up in the morning and do what you need to do to support your life. That's what makes you a man. My opinion. The psychopath MGTOW. I do it to have more energy throughout the day and to challenge myself. I know we're talking about working out. MGTOW Monger just followed Vention's suggestions and did 3.75 days of fasting, and now from eating 3+ meals a day, I'm eating 2 meals in smaller portions. I do the same thing. As big as I am, I'm fucking big, right? I eat twice a day, less than a fistful. Less than a fistful. Bridges don't fly. I too recommend that decision. Gents, I'm going to go to the bottom here. We're looking at going on 3 hours. So I'm going to come to wrap this up. And I'll read off a few more and maybe have another slight discussion here, and then we're going to jet. Mr. Wingo, everything in life is a choice. Take responsibility for your choices, men. I would agree. Almost everything in life is a choice. Let me get this squared away here. Get that back up and off of me. There you go. Almost everything in life is a choice. Sometimes you're victimized. And even then, you have a choice in how you respond. That may not be what you want to hear, but it is the truth. Even when you're victimized, you still have a choice in how to respond to that. Unless it absolutely ends your fucking life, you have a choice on how to respond. Clint Jackson at Hermit Island RP. It's all nonsense. All that matters is calories in, calories out. Yeah, I can agree with that somewhat. And calorie deficit, that does matter. You have to be taking in less than what's stored on your body. I think most folks know that. Mr. Hate Vicious, Master Wrench, god damn it, and it jumped. An alpha male is a tough guy who can kick ass and take care of themselves. And you don't have to call yourself an alpha. You don't. Made a few videos about that. You don't have to sound yourself out. Lions don't call themselves lions. The big tusked kings, elephants, they don't call themselves elephants. They just do the fucking do. They walk with a purpose. That purpose is survival every single day. And they don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. They just don't. Coiled steel, 43 3/4 pounds in 5 gallons of water. Wow, yeah, you can lift gallons of water. Absolutely. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be laden with gym equipment to do it. You make do. Make do. Serious C, Master Wrench posts Ken Del Rican's channel. Kenny Del Rican is another good one. The founder, the originator of Walk and Talk MGTOW shit. Good stuff. Visigoth X, alpha and beta are arbitrary designations women use to categorize and judge us. That also does apply. Yes, it does. And when you buy into it, anything that those motherfuckers say, you're validating what happens to you by their hand. Chrome Dome Omega, damn it, man. That's 5 so far. YouTube has screwed my sub count. Shit. Sorry to hear that, brother. Serious C, Master Wrench, knowledge is power. This would be the other channel for Thomas Lundy. His description is in the chat. And if you want a good Bible-based brother, now I know that may not appeal to a lot of y'all, but he drops solid red pill logic, common sense, and knowledge. I would heavily recommend that you suggest that you check him out. Sub to the channel if it fits, if it's what you want. Excuse me. Crummy VCR Hammer for kicks. How tall are you? I'm 6'5". What can I say? Crazy Canuck. Good to know, Monger. Thanks again. Unicorn GTR. I only lead by example. That's the only way that you should lead. Lead yourself. Lead by example. Sirius C has dropped Mountain MGTOW's channel description. Another good one. He doesn't upload nearly enough, but still good. Unicorn GTR, I don't need any summits, just need a mirror. Polska Bob, gallons of water weigh 8 pounds. 5-gallon bucket, 40 pounds. There you go. Gents, at the end of the chat, we are looking at 3 hours. 350 of you still here. You're insane. There's something wrong with every one of you. I know what it is. You're not blue-pilled gynocentric agents anymore. You know how this ends, don't you? Every day is the best day when you're above dirt. There is no reason on earth that a man should be deleting himself, thinking about committing suicide. No reason. And the least worthy reasons that I can think of are a breakup, or because somebody did not want to be a part of his life, or even stole his kids. Yes, it's painful, it's bullshit, it shouldn't happen, but you have to have the opportunity to wake up tomorrow to be able to do something about it. When I was sitting in that living room and I was holding that pistol and I was thinking about killing myself, not that long ago, the one thought that ran through my mind was this: I'm going to leave more questions than answers if I do this. I'm going to leave my kids with somebody else telling my story. They can put whatever spin they want on it. I'm going to leave my kids without any guidance whatsoever. If I can only be a part-time guidance in their life, a part-time directional vein, that's what I have to be. Everything came right. But you have to be able to push through this nonsense. That's all of you. Every day above dirt is a good day. The next day is always the best day. Even if it sucks ass, you're still breathing. You gentlemen take care out there. Love you all. Peace to you. Be safe. Be careful. When these old girlfriends come winding their asses back into your life, you kick those motherfuckers to the curb. They had their chance. You weren't good enough then. You're too good now. Peace.